What up, man? YouTube was good. How y'all doing, man, on this Saturday, man? I'm just chilling. It's hot as hell out here, man. You know what I'm saying? About to play my piano. No, let me start. That ain't my fucking piano in the background. No, but it's hot out here, man. It's like it's humid out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And my damn screen is over here cropping out and shit. Yeah, it's hot out here, man, but it's like humid. So it ain't it's a overcast, and it's like to the point where it feels good in here and it's not hot outside. And a lot of times it be hot in here and it be hot outside, but it be feeling better outside. So I can't complain, man. It feels better in this month. I got my little blower on and I'm up to turn it off. She kind of loud. But, yeah, what's up? What's good with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? StreamYard acting stupid and acting like that because I ain't paid these motherfuckers, man. Motherfucker. So what's good? So yeah, I got a couple things, man. I'm gonna break a lot of this stuff down, man. Might not be a two because you know what I'm saying. StreamYard be on some bullshit, so I'm gonna start doing shorter shows, man. But I wanna it's just weird how yeah, all this stuff going on, man. I just wanted to say, man, and just put this out there. A lot of this stuff is a smoke screen. A lot of this stuff is a psyop. You know what I'm saying? They're doing a lot of this stuff. You see what I'm saying? For a database, Peter Thiel. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump's and JD Vance's boy, one of the billionaires that's down with his cabinet, is launching you know what I'm saying, something from Palantir, a big ass database, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play that real quick and I'm gonna go on the rest, everything else. I'm gonna talk about these damn riots. They talk about the riots are gonna be in all 50 states. That lets you know it's staged because there's not Mexicans in all 50 states. So you mean to tell me there's illegals in all 50 states? Why would you do it in all 50 states if there's not illegal? See, we don't think at all. We don't come up with the, you know what I'm saying? We don't think. That's the last thing we do is think. Why would there be these protests in all 50 states if there's not Mexicans in all 50 states? There's some states that don't even hardly have black people in that motherfucker. So you know what I'm saying? That's just like saying, oh, we're gonna do a George Floyd, we're gonna do a rally and a protest in motherfucking Sheboygan, Idaho. We're gonna do a rally and a protest in Walla Walla, Washington. We're gonna do a rally and a protest in motherfucking Backwater, Kansas. You know what I'm saying? There ain't even no black motherfuckers out there, man. How much sense does that make? So we're gonna do a protest and we're gonna do a riot, wherever the fuck you want to call it, a demonstration. We're gonna do that in a place that hardly has any Mexicans. We don't think. So you mean to tell me there's that many motherfuckers in all 50 states that are willing to do this shit? That are all they're so lockstep and organized that motherfuckers from all 50 states is tapping in. That lets you know that this is some government shit. Come on, man. Like, we gotta start thinking, man. Gotta get out the bullshit. And then Donald Trump is a fucking liar. He just I told y'all about this dude. That motherfucker saying, oh, you know what? Some of these immigrants are good. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know, my buddy's been saying that, you know what I'm saying, some of the industries are beginning to be affected. It's always about money with these motherfuckers, man. It's always about money and somebody else's bottom line. So that's what it's about. We're gonna ease and chill out on the motherfucking deportation because your buddies are losing money. But that makes sense because that's who's giving this motherfucker money. Whoever feeds you can starve you, bro. Have you ever heard of that term? Whoever can feed you can starve you. My bad. The smoke detector. I got to change the battery. That shit's burnt. But you know what I'm saying? So whoever can feed you can starve you. You see what I'm saying? So did he flip flop on this immigration shit? That's the main thing he pushing. Something's wrong with us, man. I don't go with fake shit like that. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be fucking Marvin Gaye. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't go with that fake shit. That's fake. But we in our 40s or 30s, some of us in the 50s and the 60s. We still going along and believe in fake when motherfucker lie to you and shit. And you just believe, oh yeah. Fuck all the symbolism. And see, we talk about the symbolism when these black Democrat motherfuckers give us the symbolism. These white motherfuckers. Donald Trump is the one big symbolic fucking gesture, walking symbolic gesture, man. The motherfucker keeps flip flopping on shit. You know what I'm saying? They are weak. Junior Coltrane, what's up, man? It's been a minute. That's a good point. But it's just crisis actor shit. It's crisis actor shit. It's government funding, just like George Soros. There wasn't no fun. There wasn't no funding like that from the government like that when the George Floyd Black Lives Matter. That was all George Soros. But then that is government funding in a way because that's the that motherfucker's a government stooge, or maybe the government is a stooge to him. I don't. You know what? This Democrat Republican shit is just for white people. Let's give them that shit. Let's start our own shit. Let's just, you know what I'm saying? Let's stop it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm seeing it. I mean, I'm just like, I'm not surprised he's doing this shit with the immigration shit. Because he just, what else did he do it with? He did it with the something else he did that with this year. He reneged on something else that he was pushing. Like, bro, that's the main thing you were pushing is immigration, and now you're not doubling down on it. Now you're like, you know what? Let me not fuck with this shit no more. We can still keep deporting them, but let's chill out. And then some of them are good people. This motherfucker's an actor, bro. So this is how staged and this is how brainwashed people are. So just because this motherfucker says that these people are good people, we have to go with that. We have to go with the white narrative all the time. We got to stop it, man. Oh, they're good people. No shit. Some of them are good people, motherfucker. You really mean to tell me you think all the motherfuckers, every single motherfucker from that border is a criminal? That's bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. That's just like they saying, all these, and then see, that's how you know the news is telling you that they lying because it was like, yeah, and it was a good number of them that were illegal immigrants that were arrested and detained. So you mean it? Look, let me get this straight. I know people that are fucking illegal, right? Or I know people that know family that are illegal people. Those motherfuckers hide. They're not gonna be out in plain sight fucking protesting, bro. If you're illegal, if you're really trying to keep, and if you're trying to keep your job, dude, you gonna be working. Come on, dude. So you mean to tell me a legal immigrant that has a job, that has a family, is gonna be out there protesting, bro? We don't think, man. I don't know. We don't think, bro. We don't think. We don't think at all, bro. Motherfuckers don't think, dude. Yeah, Trump is playing. That motherfucker's but see, now, I can't say it's just he's a puppet. There's a shadow government telling him to do all this shit. These motherfuckers are all controlled. For example, Barack Obama was sworn in at 47. Joe Biden had a political career at 47 years until he took office, and Donald Trump was number 47, the 47th president. We don't think, bro. We don't think. We don't see patterns and shit. It's all patterns, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then my thing is, both sides was wrong because I'll tell you, both sides is wrong. Both sides are wrong because the police were wrong because in any sanctuary city, and even I think in general, because with the posse comitatus, but for sure, sanctuary city, the police are not supposed to get into anything with ICE or any federal thing. They're not supposed to get into that. But Gavin Newsom sitting there looking stupid. And Gavin Newsom's such a racist. Somebody was like, "Oh, would you vote for?" Hell no, I wouldn't vote for no motherfucking Gavin Newsom if he ran. Fuck Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is such a racist. When the even though that Black Lives Matter shit was some bullshit, but I got to bring this up. When the Black Lives Matter protest was going on, Gavin Newsom called the National Guard quick as a motherfucker. But when this shit was going, that's how you know it's a stage too. And then that's how you know they're in on it together because they know that he know he should have did something, or he know he could have said, "Okay, yeah, it's okay, we can leave it in ICE's hands." Because Gavin Newsom, you're in the wrong. You're the governor, and you're breaking laws now. What's her name? What the fuck's her name? Karen Bass. She's in the wrong because she was supposed to fire the police chief. They're both breaking the law. Donald Trump, low key, going behind his back. You know what I'm saying? Which he wasn't supposed to do, and bringing the National Guard. It's all. See, motherfuckers can do unlawful, illegal shit to us in front of our face, and we're not gonna question it. A lot of us don't even know it's unlawful, illegal. If you don't know the fucking law, if you don't know the Constitution, if you don't know this shit, you're not gonna know. And JD Vance is a piece of shit because you know what I'm saying. He brought in Peter Thiel, and Peter Thiel's gonna push this AI shit hard. Peter Thiel is pushing this AI shit hard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let me get into this shit, a video or something or two. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Let me get into a video real quick. So I got some shit right here. And I got some shit on my desktop. I gotta close this shit. I really gotta close this shit off. I got like 10 tabs open and shit. You know, I got more tabs open than a motherfucking than an alcoholic, man. So all right, so check this out. Let's get into shit. Let me get into what the fuck was I gonna play? Oh, let me get into Sappy Sab. No. Hold up. I didn't been sending y'all so much shit. I got so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, city of Anaheim and the city of Warren Park, all these motherfuckers issuing these. I'm gonna show you guys these warnings and these statements that the cities are here in California are issuing, talking about the police aren't going to get it, and that's true. The police can't get into it, saying that the police are not going to get into these ICE raids. They can't get into it. That's federal. We get into federal law now. You see what I'm saying? But when stuff happens to black people, you don't see no city of Anaheim or Buena Park coming out. Y'all motherfuckers don't even hire black people in the city of Anaheim or Buena Park. I just hate these motherfuckers, boy. And then they got these Asian motherfuckers. They be having all these different race motherfuckers, Asian and Mexican motherfuckers in these city councils and in these working for these cities in Anaheim, Orange County, and LA. And these motherfuckers be stealing from these motherfuckers, be getting caught. Be stealing from the city and these motherfuckers. Oh yeah, they're supposed to represent you because they're Mexican or they're Asian and they look like you, but meanwhile they stealing from your stupid ass. But if you get a black, you don't want a black motherfucker in that motherfucker because he don't look like you. But meanwhile, the black motherfucker ain't gonna be stealing though. These motherfuckers blatant. I don't know. I think California more racist than the South. I'm just saying. These motherfuckers blatant with it. You got the white motherfuckers and the Mexicans and the Asians going hard, doubling down on us out here. In the South, you just got black and white. How the fuck is it more racist in the South if you just got whites and black? We don't. There's something wrong with this, man. Let's go into this. All right, so we don't think. We got to start thinking in this motherfucker. We think, people in this chat think, people that watch the show think, but I'm disappointed, man. I see why these kids are fucking assholes, because the adults are fucking assholes. The adults don't know shit. How the fuck would the kids know anything? Let me stop. Let me chill out with this cursing too, because I think YouTube be messing with the algorithm when you curse. So if the adults don't know nothing, why the heck would the parents know anything? My bad, man. I think I missed Bishop's show yesterday, man. Damn it. But all right. So let me see who am I sharing to? So I'll be sharing to y'all. Forget y'all. Now salute, man. Thanks for y'all tapping in with me today, man. I appreciate it. I'm trying. I haven't been on in a while, man. I've been going through a lot of bullshit. StreamYard, you know what I'm saying? I pushed the free thing, you know what I'm saying? The free thing in StreamYard. They still want to charge my card. These motherfuckers, man. So I put the free thing and I put and set it for less hours, but then you still want to fucking charge my card. Man, I tell you, boy, these motherfuckers be stealing, bro. I could have just got Streamlabs and did all this shit for free. Okay, so look, now check this out. Look how dumb these motherfuckers are, right? So this is this is Anaheim where I live. Look how stupid these motherfuckers are. All right, so check. No. Wait, hold up. Damn, why is it only on Instagram? Wait, hold up. I sent this to. Hold up. Ow, nigga, something just bite me right now, bro. Got bit by a damn mosquito right now, man. In my leg. All right, so look. I'll play that one last. No, I'll play it. I'll play it. Player. I'll play it, player. Look how dumb these stupid motherfuckers are. Right? Stupid motherfuckers. Now, I mean, now you protesting and dancing and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, and doing that shit. I don't see how that's protesting. But now you protesting peacefully for whatever you believe in your cause, man. That's the kind of like not really none of my business. Y'all want to do what y'all want to do for y'all cause. That's on you. You know what I mean? I don't. Yeah, you know that's still. I ain't. That's not up to me. But The shit I seen in LA and motherfuckers shooting. I'm gonna show you some shit where they was in Arizona, one of them states, Arizona, one of the motherfucking states on the West Coast, where there hardly any niggas. So there was over there in Arizona, and don't you know, old girl jumped on the damn ice SUV. She jumped on the front of the car. Dude still didn't arrest her. Dude, they was throwing rocks at the damn SUVs. They were still driving by. One of them stopped, was like, enough is enough. I think it's a stage too. I think a lot of it, I don't trust the government. So I'm not one of them YouTubers that be like, oh, good old government, protect them. These savages. Nah, you ain't gonna get none of them white talking points. You're not gonna get none of that shit from me. But attacking law enforcement on the strength. Shaq, what up, man? I'm gonna drop the link. Let me drop the link and shit. But at the same time, just on the strength is fucking with law enforcement and doing shit to them. That's not cool. I don't think that's cool. I mean, fuck them. But you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's cool though. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if somebody just went up to you and you know what I mean? Nah. But let me see. Wait, did I play it? I'm playing it, huh? I'm playing it. So let me share the screen real quick, man. Let me share the screen. Duh, I'm over here. Act like I never even know. You know what I mean? Since I haven't been on here in a while, you feel me? Let me send the link out, man. I got the Padilla. That shit was some bullshit too, man. The senator getting roughed up, and he didn't even get arrested. That shit is staged. I told y'all, man. This shit is, and then it happened to be a Mexican. Why it just happened to be a Mexican senator? Why couldn't it just be? Why wasn't a white senator or a black senator? Right? We don't. Damn, dude. We get caught up in the hell of a. My bad. I like, if I listen to some kind of Latin music, I like shit that moves. I like merengue. I like instruments. I don't like accordion. I think that shit sounds stupid as fuck. I mean, my bad. You know what I mean? I don't like how that sounds. I hate how that sounds. I like salsa, merengue, shit that moves, shit that. I like instruments. I don't like fucking accordion. Fuck up and to accordion. It's some horns. My bad. I mean, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It was, whatever, they don't seem like they was getting too violent, whatever. So, but, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, that's their culture, that's their shit, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, whatever, they was dancing, whatever, they want to, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But this is the shit. This is the dumb shit that I'm gonna play you. Look at these, the stupid ass shit that these motherfuckers was doing, bro. But see, we can't say there were savages and thugs and all this shit when black people do this shit. And then when they do it, it's, nah, dude. Because that's what the media wasn't calling them savages or thugs or anything like that. Look what these people do. Even though dude is hella biased, I don't fuck with the Young Turks. My bad. This sister right here. Shout out to Dakota's Den. You know what I'm saying? Check out her channel. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, like. I like what she was saying. I don't mess with what's his name. I don't mess with this dude's channel she's playing, the doctor or something, whatever the fuck his name is, professor, whatever his name is. I don't like the Young Turks. They got sued for discrimination for some black people. Look it up. I don't mess with like Arabs and that think they're white. I don't mess with people like that. I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, girl, look like she bleached her skin. Anna, she looked like she dyed her hair blonde and all that shit to look like one of the motherfuckers. That's on her. But I don't mess with people like that. I like people that are comfortable in their skin. I like people that aren't easily compromised. I like people, you know what I'm saying, that have integrity. I don't like people like that. All right? The Young Turks, they got sued for discrimination. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? They got sued for discrimination. Look it up.
9 a.m. Couldn't sleep, and I shouldn't be on the computer, but everybody knows what's going on in Los Angeles with the immigration, with ICE, with the Marines. Everything is just going out of this land. It's not like we live in America. But okay, besides that, listen, I've been watching TikTok and I see a lot of immigrants, a lot of Latino immigrants. And they're saying on TikTok, well, Blacks should come and help us. Black people should come and help us. You need to be out here and put your bodies online for us. How would you like it if your family was torn apart and people just thought it was funny? How would you like it? And just for a little bit of background, I did a video on this maybe 8, 9 months ago. And in the video, I said, I will admit it, I said, we need to help the immigrants. We can't just let this bloody mass portation take place. We need to help them. That's what I said in my last video. But listen, time has gone on. Now we see what we're dealing with. I'm looking at a lot of the
Damn, they
TikTok
don't. Wait. What did Judah Goldstraight say?
influencers,
Damn.
crying,
Yo,
needing.
they like have they. I've seen. I think not Brianna did. No, she didn't come from Young. One of the motherfuckers came from Young Turkey. But you're right. I think they had a black guy and girl before. But you're right. They're not no more. But they had. I remember that. Like, but you're right. You don't see no black people on that motherfucker. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. They don't mess with black people. They got sued. But see, that's why I don't. And both sides, I don't. I can't. I won't. I shan't. I won't. I shouldn't. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Help us. And then, then you have some saying, oh, we don't need nobody. We don't need you guys.
We don't.
We're strong. We're proud. We don't need. But most of them are crying and saying, oh, my mama, my papa, my son, my daughter. How would you like it? Help us. This is your fight too. After us,
they already did that to us in the crack era.
Okay.
Get it?
Now,
they did that to us already, man.
All of a sudden, tonight, I had a change of heart. Listen, I am not an evil, vindictive person. I am a nice person. I am a beautiful person. I want good things for everybody. But look, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but you see the picture here of the ladies. There's two ladies. They're protesting. They're protesting in Los Angeles. And next to them is a ISIS cop, one of the immigration workers trying to round people up. And do you know what? These two Latino protesters said to the cop, who is a black cop, dropping bombs on him, calling him the N-word. They said, because of you, we're in this situation. UN, F your mother, F your children, UN, you are the reason that we are here. Excuse me. Talking about hate trying to be covered up, and now it's hate. So, what's really happening is these people are becoming the people that they hate. They're becoming the ISIS that they hate. Talking about the divide and conquer. Listen, I'll be happy when we can all go back to hating each other in peace. We all lived, we thrived, we accepted each other, we tolerated each other, but now, it's never going back. It's going to be 100 years before a black person can look at a Latino person in a kind and loving way, and vice versa. It's just going to be that way. So why are you calling the cop the N-word? As if it's his fault. I'm pretty sure
he was it with the ER, but they were still saying 80, I don't give a fuck.
90%
nigga,
cops out there. Why didn't you just go to one of them?
And why are you gonna call the black
listen,
cop that?
I
call
just
no
can't,
Mexican cop, nigga.
I just can't believe.
But see
what I was hearing. I should be sleeping.
Let me come over here with what I know, because I'm out here in California. Unfortunately, I'm out here in California. Look, most of the fucking police force, a lot of the police force in LA and in Compton are Mexican. So what are they talking about? It's because of you. But dude, damn, their whole police force is Mexican. What do you mean it's because of me, man? We don't think. But see, a lot of people that are from out here or don't live out here would know that. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm going to let you hear this young man here who talked about this. He's a really
should have took his bitch
this
ass.
Guy,
Took
I love the way
bitch and the dude in. You know what?
I love his
arrested for
channel. I love the way he talks
I'm
about the
place you under
news.
arrest for a
He's
terrorist threat.
cool.
I would
He's
have lied.
calm.
Oh,
Indisputable.
that was a
Shout out
terrorist
to
threat. Oh, what you mean?
Indisputable,
Oh man, he said that he was gonna beat me. They was gonna beat me down. Fuck it. I'd have lied.
Listen to this.
I'd have lied on
Listen
their ass.
to
Because you know, they don't do that when you N-word and all that shit. There's no. It was funny because you know what I'm saying that civil rights shit was all bullshit, and the whole discriminatory fair housing, all that shit was bullshit too. So that when you say N-word or when you actually are racist to somebody black, it actually doesn't mean shit. It doesn't matter because all that discrimination and the civil rights shit went to the Latinos and went to the gays and went to the humpbacks and went to the midgets. So you know what I'm saying? So you know that's how that works.
This is a shame.
That's how that works, man.
Protest.
Share this out.
Two
Share this out.
Latino protesters.
Share this out. Share this out to social media, man.
A black cop.
Share this out to y'all.
The N-word.
Dude right here on the screen is so biased. I can't stand this dude right here. You got the smoke for. I mean, I got the smoke for Trump too. I got the smoke for the Republicans too, but I also got more smoke for the Democrats. I got smoke for the liberals. Is that what you call them? Liberal. I got smoke for them because those are the people that actually I don't know why, but our people, especially the older ones, vote for these motherfuckers in droves, and they don't do nothing for us. That's why. These people don't do anything for us, yo. I think I might do another show. I'm a show later too, man.
During the LA protest.
So I'll probably do this show for like an hour or something. You know what I'm saying? Rest, whatever. Come back on later. Do another one, man. I gotta start doing 2-3 shows a day, baby. We got to keep it coming, man. We got to keep the information rolling, moving. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
We can't win like that.
Nope.
Put up the picture full mass. This has to be.
I like how dude is on code, but this guy, even though he's biased and he's Democrat leaning, I like how they're bringing this up. I like salute. Because a lot of Democrats wouldn't talk about this. A lot of Democrats and liberals would cover for this and give them cover. But I like the brother. Look at this cop. He just looking at him. This is a strong-minded dude right here. I mean, I wouldn't be no goddamn cop anyway. Anyway, that's another story. But this brother right here seems like he has a strong mind, man. You know, don't let people get you out your element at work or anywhere else. Out your comfort zone, out your take away your energy, anything like that at work. You see what I'm saying? Or even when you ain't at work, cop, no cop, right? You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? We cooking.
Check.
Share this out, baby. We cooking.
Dealt with.
Cook on these niggas.
And if not, the narrative will permeate that the actions of the few indicate the actions of the many. And
now, wait a minute. You're saying the actions of the few show the actions of many. These may just be 2 women out of the thousands of people are there, but I would bet that 99.9% of the Latinos there feel the same way as this woman, and you know it. So it is not what a few do make it bad for all the rest of them. I don't agree with you there, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
They do not. A video of Latino protesters in LA peppering a black cop with racist slurs. This is being.
You know what? Hold on. Let me do something real quick, y'all. It's doing that because I got these damn beats open because I was calling myself making some beats last night. Let me close this stuff. It's not supposed to sound. It's giving that feedback because of that shit. Ain't good. Ain't good. All right, man. Keep it open, close. Keep reason open, but close it. I just saved it. What you mean? All right. Bam. There we go. It's better. They ain't gonna be doing that no more.
Used to discourage unity.
Yeah.
Between the 2 communities as protesters continue to take the streets in opposition.
Listen, there ain't no unity. There has never been unity. Never. We just coexisted. just like black and white people coexist in peace. But that's over.
To an actual evil, the Trump administration and their crackdown on human beings who happen to be migrants.
Uh-oh. Here we go with the caping.
I'll spit in your face.
But see,
F your family, N-word, F your kids.
But this is my thing. Why are you caping for the migrants? You know what I mean? Look, check this out. Those are people. These are human beings, no doubt. The way the police, you know what I'm saying? See, if they were smart, see, I'm a smart man. I'm a thinking man. Not all the time. Well, I think all the time. Sometimes my decision making, like, you know what I mean? Everybody decision making. But see, in a world like this, in the times we're living right now, is it really our decision making that's off? Or is it the lack of options? But anyway, that's another fucking story. But look, if I was, I'm a smart man, right? I'm a thinking man. So, but see, I already know. I know a lot of this shit already, though, and I know a lot of this shit. And I know some laws, and I know, you know, certain things pertaining to this shit. I'm kind of up on this shit. I've been doing this shit since I was like 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? And I've been on YouTube. Well, not having my own YouTube channel, but I've been on YouTube since the early 2000s, right? So I've been on this shit. Plus, I had an older dude teach me a lot of this shit. So, but look, I'm a thinking guy, right? If these dudes were smart, if these migrants were smart, you know what I'm saying? Or just those, a lot of them aren't migrants. A lot of them are regular American Mexicans doing that shit and paid actors. But look, if they were smart, and that's how you know this might be staged too. It probably is most likely staged, because if they were smart, they would. If you would know, okay, posse comitatus, right? You would know that the law, you know what I'm saying? Federal agents cannot supersede in citizens with citizens, right? Or civilians. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that. So that's what the domestic, that's what the regular police are for. You feel me? Domestically, they handle that. So I would have. Why didn't you just go peacefully protest, knowing that? But 90% of y'all don't know that. 95%. And then just peacefully protest and let them get out of line, and let the police get out of hand. Let the police, because that's what it's all a military state. Let them get out of hand and out of line. It's weird because I don't know you don't know, this is how dangerous this is, how propagandized this is. You don't know who started this shit. I know it started at that raid at that factory, but who started this? Who started it? Did the police start the shit? Or did the damn people protesting start the shit? And see, that's dangerous right there. That's dangerous. You don't even know, like, well, were they both in lockstep? Because if you started it with the police, how does that look? Right? But if they started against you, how does that look? That looks good. You got a W, you got to win. You got action that's suing these motherfuckers. But since if you did it, it's like, you look like a damn fool. But my thing is, I'm, you know, thousands or hundreds or whatever, okay, but you trying to take on ICE and cops, with cops ain't supposed to be there. Damn, that's kind of smart. Y'all not scared? Said to live in a bubble. Trump is still the president in 3.5 more years. Protests are better pace it, so they got a long way to go. Damn. Did you see how the NYPD put nothing but black cops out in front of the line there, so the protesters couldn't play the race card, but they still did. Damn, nah, you're gonna have to send that to me. Damn, dude. There you go. Oh, race and this. Okay, look. Mexicans do the firing and the hiring in California. It's predominantly Mexican women hiring people. It's predominantly Mexican people firing people. It's predominantly Mexican women doing the renting for these apartments and these houses. So black people can't be racist towards y'all. Black people can't. We don't have no power over y'all. We can't kick y'all out your houses. We can't make sure we don't we don't rent. Y'all don't get nowhere to place to rent. We can't make sure. You know what I'm saying? Nah. That's not how that works. You see what I'm saying? So where's the power at? Where's the power? No power. If you're doing the rent and if you're doing you're doing all the renting and you're doing all the firing and the hiring, then you kind of have an economic advantage on Black people. You have an economic advantage on some certain Asian people. But Asian people, they don't play that shit, man. The motherfuckers got their own little shit businesses and shit, little Saigon and all this bullshit. Them motherfuckers don't play. You know what I'm saying? Them Asians got their own little businesses and stuff like that. They don't mess around. And they they put their money together. You know what I'm saying? They would take over. Man, they did, dude. Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's happening. Yeah, they take over. Yep. They take over these neighborhoods and stuff like that because they only rent to their own. That's a fact. All right, let's go, man. My bad.
Inward.
Everything you're likely doing right now.
See,
scams like a motherfucker. Why is it always some motherfucker with a British? Why is it always some guy with a British accent? Why is it always some guy with a British accent showing you or telling you how to get money, bro? That's the perception. British versus American people. British are more sophisticated. Now it's all, dude. We gotta stop our mindset, man. Don't think like the European at all. Don't use a narrative. Don't use the word woke. Don't use the word DEI. All that shit is bullshit. That's their narrative. That's their shit. They made up. They make shit up to benefit their people, right? And then they stage it to make it seem like it benefits you, and then their people are getting oppressed. But damn, dude, it wouldn't be made up or brought up or any whatever the fuck if it wasn't for white people, stupid. But motherfuckers don't make up policy for no black people, black motherfuckers. Motherfuckers don't make up shit to where, you know what I'm saying, it puts black motherfuckers in a better light. Who made up that DEI shit? I've heard it under Biden and shit. Them white, I'm telling you, man, this is some. If you remember WWF, you would know the government really well. If you know WWF, you would know the government very well.
You know what I'm saying? All of this term. See, this is how people are. I'm laying here looking like Liz Taylor, right? But this is how people are. Okay, they're going through all of these horrible things. The only thing worse than what they're going through is what Black people went through during slavery, or maybe in Auschwitz, what the Jewish people went through. Everybody gets their turn. But how are you going to call this man an N-word and blame him for what's going on? Now, what I'm saying is, for the two girls that were there, how did they come to this country? Did they come through the wall over did they come through the desert, the border? Did they come through the border? Did they come as a stowaway on a plane? Do they have papers? Do they not have papers? I mean, I don't know. I know some people have papers. Some of the protesters are legal, but I also know that some of the other protesters are not legal. And I'm saying that for the protesters that are not legal, what are you protesting? Would I be able to go to your country, to Honduras or Mexico or wherever they are? Would I be able to just go and fly there on a plane and just say, I'm here. I just want to work, get a job, live my life here. I don't have any papers. Would I be able to do that? No. So since you want to call people the N-word, what I'm saying is, what is the problem? What are you protesting? Why don't you just, I'm trying to be nice about it. In my opinion, what the immigrants need to do is to just self-deport. Just self-deport, and you won't have to worry about ICE or the Marines or anything like that. And by no means am I a Republican. I am not a Republican. And I'm trying to give my biased opinion, but seems like it's coming out on the left. But I just don't know.
Watch people like
how California, the largest state in the United States, who have a large Hispanic, a large Latino community, just like Florida has and Florida is like the really nice place, has a large Latino community. Half of them, I don't really know the numbers, but I would think somewhere near half, give or take, are illegal. They didn't come the right way. And they're working and thriving and going to school and having children and buying homes. And working and
so how's that fair? How is that fair to us though? How is that fair? And how is that fair to Mexicans that are from here? We don't think. I know Mexicans that are from here that don't like that. They don't like that. I know Mexicans that are from here that don't know Spanish that don't like when Mexicans speak Spanish around them. They don't like that. If it's for family or something, that's different. But people they don't know speaking Spanish, why would they like that? And we just think it's a race thing. No, it's low-key not a race thing when it comes down to stuff like that. That language stuff. And that isolation stuff. It is a race thing, but then it's not because they do it to their own people. Not every Mexican speaks Spanish. Not every Mexican is from Mexico. You got Mexicans that got generations that are from here, America. It's so stereotypical and so we think damn man. We got when somebody got your mind, that's it. That's a pimp. That's a pimp prostitute type relationship. When somebody has your mind, it's it. They could do and make you do whatever they want. They could have you thinking however they want you to think. Man, we just so backwards, man. We hella backwards. So let's keep on though.
Traveling, they're doing all these things, yet they're not legal. So my thing is the Governor Newsom of California. I know you weren't in that position for but a few years.
That's a lie. That's a goddamn lie. He's been in there for almost 6 years. He's been in there since the pandemic. This lady lying, man. I don't like when people do that. If you don't know, I mean, shout out to Dakota and everything, but come on, sister, stop it. Don't cape for these people. Oh, no, he only been there for a couple years. Didn't he just last year turn down the reparations in California? Does this lady know that? Oh, he's a Democrat, though. Okay, let's go. Uh-oh. He's a Democrat.
But
you know what I'm saying? We don't want to step on no toes.
Did your land get like that? How did it get where you have all of these illegal immigrants and no one said anything about it until now? And like I said, I am not a Republican. I am not for the mass deportations. I think it's a horrible situation.
Shout out to the sister. Shout out. Salute to her. Salute to her. Check out her. Salute to the sister. Oh man, people crazy, man. But we don't never opinionize what our people need though. But we'll opinionize what somebody else needs. Oh, I don't think it's right that we're doing that. They're done like that. You know what I think? You know what I'm saying? But them same people would not make a whole show about our people, or say, you know what? Let's make a think tank. Let's get a think tank going. Now look at this right here. Where do you think they got these shields and all this shit from? Right? Look at this. Check this out. Check this out.
I see.
How they get these? What they make these? So you mean to tell me they made these shields? So look, where are these people getting the funding from? Are they flying out? Are they from these states? Are they flying out to these states, or what's going on? And this is in Arizona. I thought they already had certain. See, they got us. They got us. In Arizona, they already have certain immigration laws in that state for the state alone. Arizona is not a sanctuary city, right? Arizona has some of the toughest immigration laws in this fucking country. Y'all know that, right? So why the fuck would you be in Arizona protesting or talking about ICE, this and that, bro? Does that make any sense? If they already have state laws on the books for that, against that. We don't be. These are some weak protesters. But see, it's not that they're weak. They're actors. Yeah, around 2028, Gavin Newsom will be talking about reparations again. Yeah, he'll try to, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of these so-called black people are just all about symbolism. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Reparations is what they'll talk about only around election time. The only people in Mexico to give them a housing and benefits are Mexicans. They're in your face about it. Ooh, you out here too. I dare you to be black and go to Mexico and try to get some government benefits. Damn. If a black person goes to Mexico and you aren't rich, they'll treat you like trash. Believe me, I know. DEI set up black people to look bad. Set up black people to look bad so everyone would represent us. The Democrats made us the bag. And the Republicans did too, though, because the Republicans made the Democrats made the DEI shit, but the Republicans exploited that and just try to make it seem like it kind of was dog whistling to their base, like it was only black people. Like black people didn't say nothing about no gays or LGBTs or creeds or nothing like that. But you're right though, dude. Yeah, man, we got used, man. Like, dude, both sides using us as a political football. One of us one side using you as a political football, the other side using you as a political punching bag. I don't know what. Damn. And see, y'all, that's why these people got their face covered. See, we don't think. My bad, I'm over here smoking on something that's good. You know what I'm saying? But look, we don't think, right? Damn, it feels good in here. We don't think. These people covering their face for a reason. They're wearing masks for a reason because they're agents. You think if you're there regularly, really trying to genuinely protest, why would you not show your face? What if something happened to you? What if the police did something unlawful to you? What if they did something to where you could sue them? Why would you not show your face? Damn, we don't think. We don't. Motherfuckers don't be thinking, man. Why would you, if you really genuinely trying to protest, why would you not show your face? That lets you know these are agitators and these are actors. That's why they're hiding their face. Does that make sense? And then to give you the look like, oh, we're anti. We're kind of like, we look like cops too. We got the shoulder pads and the knee pads, and we got the the camouflage, and we got the face mask, and we got the shields. We're counter police. We're you know what I'm saying? Dude, this shit is some spy versus spy type shit. We don't do, man. This is some symbolic shit right here, man. Psychological like a mug, boy. You see how they do that? Why would you cover your face? Seriously. If you're really genuinely trying to protest, why would you cover your face? You would not cover your face. Damn, man, we don't think. Does that make sense what I just said or no? Does that make sense? Damn. Why would you cover your face, man? Man, we don't do. God. You got us, man. I must say. And they're spraying police with shit. On their ice. What? You know, some of these people aren't even military. Some of these ICE people, they're not military. They're not law enforcement. Some of these people are regular motherfuckers that decided to get that job and signed up. Y'all know that, right? You know, not all these people are prior military. You know all these ICE people are not prior law enforcement. Do y'all know that? A regular motherfucker like me or whoever the fuck could go up and sign up and get a job for ICE. So why are you doing them like that? If they're not doing you like that, if they're just, honestly, it looked like the motherfucker. This all could be staged too, though. But to me, I don't see no aggressive behavior towards the ICE agents. I see aggressive behavior towards the protesters. It's like, bro, damn, dude, that shit is wild and shit. Why don't you just stand right there? Fuck it. Stand right there with them, whatever, have to stand off and then just protest right there and just stand right there. You got to have a shield, block, like come towards them and spraying shit at them and shit. Like, damn, dude, that shit. And black people we don't even do that shit. We don't even be doing shit like that. Spraying a nigga with shit, whatever the fuck that was, pepper spray, whatever the fuck that was. All these people are not military. All these people are not law enforcement. A regular Joe Schmo female guy, you can sign up to be an ICE officer. I hope y'all know that. Just like Border Patrol. Damn, there's so much we just so lost with the information, man. But I get it. There's Love and Hip Hop. There's Basketball Wives. What else? Stupid shit that be coming on. You know what I'm saying? There's my bad. Fuck those shows. There's baddies now. You got baddies Africa, baddies California, baddies. You know what I'm saying? Dude, damn, man. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck with the people. The hell with the people stereotyping us. The hell with the people going with the stereotypes. We go with the stereotypes about our own selves. We like those shows. We like the drama. We like all those shows do is the broads throwing drinks on each other all day. All them shows do is the broads throwing drinks on each other, bro. Damn, dude. And you got a lot of people, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, viva la raza. Viva la gente. You got them, you know what I'm saying? You got them cheering us on. Yo, I don't think that's cool to be doing. I'm sorry. If the motherfuckers just standing right there blocking the shit, doing their job, not being aggressive, that's not cool to throw a fucking, what's that shit? It looked like a gate at the motherfucker. I wouldn't be doing that shit there. See, motherfuckers don't think, you know what, these are regular some of these people are regular motherfuckers, man. They got families and shit. And they be not, you know what I'm saying? They just doing their job. I'm not defending law enforcement. I'm not defending government. I don't fuck with government. But that's you throwing shit and shooting them. That's not a good look. That shit look crazy, bro. But see, it's not black people doing it. So you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? If that was black, they would have got shot with real guns. They don't show black people. Well, the LA riots was a little something different. But other than shit like that, they don't show black people having the upper hand on these motherfuckers. Y'all notice that? They don't show black people being more of the aggressor on these people. But they'll show another race. They'll show a white dude tackle and fight a cop. They'll show a white dude shoot at a white militia, shoot it out with police. They'll show that. Because they always got to keep white people in the dominant good light. You see what I'm saying? Oh, the only people that can contest us and can, the only people that can try to you know what I'm saying, challenge us is us. Damn. A lot of times that law enforcement cop shit don't be about cop and law enforcement. It be about white, you know what I'm saying, a white suspect, bro. If it's not a white suspect, okay, this is what we go. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a white suspect, we got to hold off because that could be my nephew right there. That reminds me of my brother. That, you know what I'm saying? That reminds me of my, you know what I'm saying? My son. Them shits do hurt though, those non-lethal. But dude, you threw a gate, bro. You threw a gate at that dude, bro. You threw a gate at my nigga, bro. You threw it at him, bam. That shit hurt. You threw a gate at the dude, bro. Damn. They ain't gonna show black people doing this stuff like that. Nah, you gotta keep black people looking docile and weak. And, you know, you gotta always show them being under authority. Show everybody else. Move, man. Stice, what up, man? Share this out, Stice. Do me a favor, share this out, man. Appreciate it, man. Salute. Let me tell you, there's no support. I salute Stice, man. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, dude, like I couldn't. My thing is, if I'm out there protesting, chilling, shit, I might even be smoking blunts and bullshit, motherfucking drink. Fuck it. All right, let's make this shit. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We really had still low-key out there protesting, but fuck it, man. Bring some blunts and shit, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let's out here fucking bullshit. That's how you get under these motherfucking skin. You don't get under the skin by throwing and nigga make throw a gate at the nigga, shooting the niggas, shooting motherfuckers with pepper spray and paint and all this shit. You know how you get under your skin? You stay calm. You stay absolutely calm. You show how civil you are. You show that you're more civil than them. You have to show law enforcement that you're more civil than them. You have to show them that you have more sense than them. You have to show them that you're the citizens and they're really supposed to serve you. And when you throwing, let me throw a gate on the motherfucker. When you shooting cats with paint or pepper spray, I don't know what the fuck that was. You know what I'm saying? Doing stuff like that to these people. Like I just said, not all these people are law enforcement. Not all ICE agents are prior military. Some of these people are regular people, man. We don't, damn, man. We're just the algorithm has our mind. The algorithm got your mind. We critical thinking have your mind. The algorithm has Man, these motherfuckers wild, bro. That don't make no sense to do that. See, that's how you know these are actors. That's how you know these are actors, because why would you be doing that in Arizona, bro? Like I just said, Arizona has some of the strictest immigration policies in the country. That state is no joke. Especially when Sheriff Joe Arpaio was at that motherfucker, the sheriff of that bitch. Oh man. Talk about, they wasn't playing with the Mexican boy. Oh man, they wasn't playing. And they would be, and talking about profiling, oh no, this ain't shit. It was actually profiling motherfuckers. Now you could be a white looking Mexican motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You could be, you know what I'm saying? And they're still gonna be on you. And then they write all over everything and they tag like, I guess. Yes. Police is wrong for that. The police are not supposed to be involved in that. But it might be a different. I know. Under the posse comitatus, they're not supposed to get involved. Domestic, foreign, but like domestic police aren't supposed to be getting involved helping. What's his name? Helping federal police. You know what I'm saying? But this is not, but this is not a sanctuary city, so it could be a little. It's something. There might be some difference to it, but still, I think under the Posse Comitatus Act, I think they still can't. But like I said, they might be able to because it's not a sanctuary city. Does that make sense? We gotta know our stuff, man. We can't be, these motherfuckers. I mean, not all. There's some. Don't get me wrong. I know some Mexicans that are really sharp and that are into politics and stuff like that. There's a lot of people, period, aren't into stuff like that. Not even just Mexicans, black. A lot of people, period, aren't into stuff like this. We rather be entertained. People rather, you see what I'm saying? That's why they gave you these smartphones. That's why they gave you these handheld computers to keep your ass distracted, not from learning stocks or learning about cryptocurrency or not learning about land or coding, but to be watching Love and Hip Hop and baddies and talk about how Trump pardoned NBA YoungBoy. Some stupid ass shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And they are begging for it. Some of them. It's different. Yeah, the rules are different. The non-sanctuary city is different, man. It's different. That's how you know that LA stuff is completely staged, because they can't handle them. There's a lot you cannot do in a sanctuary city. Or guess what? You didn't hear Gavin Newsom, or you didn't hear what is her name? She looked like I don't know, the androgynous looking, the Latin. I don't know what the hell. The Karen Bass, that lady. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's staged, because they were supposed to make sure the police do not interfere with that, because it is a sanctuary city. That's how these people. This is fake, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff is fake. A lot of these stuff are people are paid actors. They're crisis actors. You know what I'm saying? Some of these reporters, I got hit with a fucking non-lethal. Why would they know you're the reporter? Why would they do that? So I see what you're doing. You're showing the police in a certain kind of light. But if you were smart, you would have sued. See, if that was real, they would have sued. They would have been able to sue the police department. That's how you know it's not. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Am I right? If you're a major news station or a news station, and if your reporter gets hit with a non-lethal rubber round just for reporting, guess what? That lets you, and you don't do nothing about it. You don't sue them, and you don't make a big deal about it. Then that lets you know it's fake. You know what I'm saying? The reporters are in on it too. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker, well, I got a lot of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you got this motherfucker talking about, back in Israel with Iran and all this. I just can't do it, man. I told y'all, man. Let's go with this one.
That's crazy.
Motherfuckers talking about those black. Somebody said this was black people. That's not no damn black people. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. So let me get this straight. It's all cool. Yeah, viva la this and that. Hey, yeah. When it comes down to y'all making a stand and y'all going out there, even y'all beating up on the cops, or y'all fighting with the fucking police, throwing gates on these motherfuckers, shooting them with shit. But when the looting starts, that's the black people that did it. I don't like shit like that. That's fucking bitch shit. You know what I'm saying?
Look in the cup, vision.
See, that cop was wrong for pulling out his gun like that. That was his gun. That wasn't his taser. I don't give a fuck if he was having a Mortal Kombat street fight. Nigga, why wouldn't you pull out your taser before your gun? These motherfuckers can't fight. See, back in the day, I get it. Back in the day, the motherfuckers they'll challenge you to a fight. Motherfucker take off his shit. All right, fuck it. You really want it? What you think? What you really want to? What you really want to do? Motherfucker, they would chase after you. Motherfucker, run you. They'd chase after you, and they'll chase you. They wouldn't shoot you. I mean, there were times motherfuckers they would still, they would still shoot motherfuckers. But back then, these cops weren't pussies like these cops are now. Like the soft era will usher in soft ass cops too. This weird generation that we in, weird generation, stupid, weird ass cops. That's how that works, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't see them arresting any niggas. Right? No black people. People got to stop that, man. Oh, it was black people that did it. The looting wigs and this niggas. Okay. Come on now. Shall we keep going? Even though I don't, whatever, what I'm saying, I don't really rock with her content like that, but this is Ladies Boulay. If y'all want to check her out her channel, broke clock is right once, man. That's what I think about her content. Let's see. She cooking or no? Is she cooking? That's what I want to know. Is she cooking? She could.
They have seen our struggle. They have been through their own struggles. They have seen us try to get along with other people, try to network with other people. Us. So I'm very proud of us. I just want to say that because you deserve applause. And with these Latinos continuing to call for some kind of coalition with Black people that never existed, I thought that I would just show you this. This showed up on my Twitter page.
LULAC.
This is from the Mexican American president of LULAC, whatever that is.
Latino United League of American Latino United League of American Citizens or some bullshit like that.
1956 to 1960. He said, let the Negro fight his own battles. His problems are not mine. I don't want to ally with him. Now we have the same.
On a political level, too, not just to get fucking stupid ass gangbangers. We're talking about here. We're talking about politicians slandering us and saying crazy stuff about us, right? Politicians saying racist and vile stuff about our people. These are politicians going at us like this. These aren't the gangbangers in LA, in East LA we're talking about here. These are politicians. These are supposed to be the professional people representing these people, saying this crazy stuff about it. They hate you, man. It's not, no, it's not just like, it's hate.
Same energy for your people that are out there battling for California, the city of Los Angeles, or whatever it is they call themselves out there fighting for their right to enter a country illegally. But this is what he had to say, and this has been the sentiment of his people. They haven't been interested in allying with us. So this whole idea about whenever we were in a coalition, the Democrats tried to throw that together, and Black people have always rejected any Black and brown coalition. We're not in a coalition with anybody. We are not in a.
I think before, no, I think we was down with that before. You got on the East Coast, us and Latinos is really tight, but out here, you know what I'm saying, at one point, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't that bad with us and the Latinos, man. But soon as the 90s and the early 2000s hit, it was over with. That's when you see the racist, that's when you see the firebombing, that's when you see, you know what I'm saying, you know, Hawaiian Gardens. You seen them writing on Black people's walls, get out of here, N-word, Zusa, them doing racist hate crimes towards Black people, the avenues, East LA, Chongo, Longos, you know what I'm saying? So the list goes on.
Coalition with Mexican Americans or Hispanics or Latinos or anybody. Now, there might be some Black people who want to be in a coalition with them, and good luck to them. But for the majority, I don't think the majority of Black Americans have any interest at all in being in a coalition with people who think they ought to break up into this country illegally and then fight for their right to be here illegally.
I just want to say, watching these raids happen in LA right now, people voted for this.
But see, this is my thing. Now, if these Latino people or Mexican people was calling for some kind of Black and brown alliance, and if none of this was going on, and you just had a trend of them saying, hey, you know, we should come together or something, that'd be a little different, to be honest with you. it would come off more genuine. Like, oh, okay, well, if it wasn't no problems or nothing like that, if they were just saying, hey, you know, we know that what we did in the past, you know, our people was racist towards you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we would like to ally with y'all. And even if y'all don't want to, or if you guys aren't comfortable with the sentiment of it, still, we still stand in solidarity. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of them you've seen and whatever start treating you different. Be like, oh, shoot. They start renting toward you. They start actually hiring your ass. You know what I'm saying? Then the sentiments would be different. If they start stop writing NK on the wall, it'd be different.
Voted for
but it's
this.
not, right? Oh, when something happened, when shit hits the fan, then y'all want to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want us to peace treaty with y'all and you know what I mean? Kumbaya and you know what I'm saying? And go to the barbecue, BBQ, the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Show y'all how to make some chitlins and shit. You know what I'm saying? Show us that and show y'all that peach cobbler recipe. You know what I'm saying?
And I think right now the Black and the brown community, we need to come together and we need to remember that they are the ones who made it us versus them. You
know what? That part is right though. That part is right. That part is right. You know, but they did. But y'all families though, why was y'all see they molded the bullshit and y'all see y'all a lot of us think like these people, right? Think like these Europeans. So what happened? Y'all mind and y'all ideology got y'all made to follow their ideology because everybody is indoctrinated into this Western or whatever American society on how to think like these people, on the BS the BS history that they give you, the BS narratives they give you. You see what I'm saying? The racism, the discrimination, right? So y'all follow that, and y'all families follow that. Y'all fathers and your mothers was quick to tell you don't bring no black guy home or don't bring no black girl home. And guess what? At the time, that backfired, and they wanted to be around black people anyway. Because like, why would you say not to mess with black people? And my friend is black, and they treat me good. Why would you say that? Now they looking at you stupid. You know, now you look like the doofy one now, right? But she's right in a way with that one though. But y'all, why did y'all follow their stupid ass ideology though? If you know it's not right, see, we weird, man. As people, if we know something's not right, we can go along with it anyway. We don't, but see, we're trained to not have a certain kind of thinking of our own. We're trained to be up under the group think. See what I'm saying?
Put us against each other because
she like black men and shit. That's what it's part. Some of it got something to do with too. You know what I'm saying? She love black dudes and shit. So she, you know what I'm saying? She like that's what that be too. You know, half the time the women, even if they appear and act like they racist. A lot of them do be racist. But when they have that, they know damn well they fantasize about black men, man. You know what I'm saying? Half of them, some of them didn't. Men got rocked and socked by black men, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So
because if we're busy fighting each other, we don't put our eyes on them.
But see, tell your people that, man. When they be saying that, oh, tell your people that, man. Shit, black people already know that. It's a lot of these cooning, buffooning dudes that be trying to peace treaty with y'all, wave the white flag with y'all. A lot of our people is cooning and buffooning, looking crazy, trying to appease y'all. That ain't us. The real critical thinkers, the free thinker. Tell your people that.
She's not wrong about those people causing the division. They have made.
Didn't she say the same thing I just said?
It their mission in life to make sure that Black Americans have no allies, that everybody comes here understanding that if they want to succeed in America, they have to adopt the anti-Black sentiments of the power structure in the United States. But now once you make that decision, you have adopted that, then you have to live with your choice. And then something happens to you or they turn on you, then you're going to come back and get the very people that you were told not to associate with, not to ally with, and think those people are supposed to now join you in fighting the people that you have been trying to ally with. You sound like a fool. You sound like a fool. There was never a coalition between us, and we have tried to get along with these people. I'm thinking everybody will agree with that. We have tried. We
That's
have
true.
wanted to get along
Yeah.
with them. We can't even get
Right.
along with the Africans
Right.
and the Caribbeans, the people
We have
who
tried.
are, African descended. We can't even get along with them. So we're not even in a coalition with them. We are delineating from them and saying, you go your way and we'll go our way. And we'll take our chances like we've always done on our own. And you take your chances on your own and we'll take our chances on our own. And that's the way it is. I'm not sure that that's how we want it to be. I think we would like to have been able to ally with people, but it has made us
Yeah.
stronger as a group
Man.
to stand on our own 2 feet. Stand on your own 2 feet.
Facts.
And that way, when a crisis comes, you know you have nothing to do but lean on yourself and each other.
That's true.
And that seems to be good enough. That actually turns out to be
Right.
good enough. So they can keep on crying about coming together and some phantom allyship that never existed. They're trying to make black people believe. But my question is, why don't they ask help from white people?
Or Asian people. Remember they said, remember that politician a couple years ago was like, I don't feel we should give black people reparations. That was like, I don't feel like, we should give black people reparations because that was like, that was like so long ago, and like, I feel like my people don't have to pay for that, like she was on that. I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Why should we have to pay for something that happened like 100 and something years ago? That my ancestor, I didn't do that. That was my ancestor. That wasn't even my ancestors. That was the white man. So look, so check this out, man.
Let's go! This is the future.
They don't seem to want to ask them. And I just saw an Asian person come on there and say they don't want to ally with them. They're just trying to.
Them Asians, boy, them Asians, you in jail. You can't, boy, that's scandalous, motherfucker. And see, the Asians are full of it, right? Because I'll tell you how it goes out here in California. The Asians are supposed to be run out under the other car, right? In jail. My bad. It shouldn't be like that. I should just gotta stop like referring stuff to jail. But it kind of makes sense though, because in jail, it's the same way on the streets with us and the Asians. We're supposed to be allies with the Asians. You know what I'm saying? As far as being in the streets, even if you gang or no gang, you still okay, right? We're still supposed to be allies, Crips and the Bloods, or even the non-affiliates, right? The people in the streets, period, are supposed to be allied with the Asians, right? I ain't gonna lie. When I was in jail, there was dude seemed like he wasn't playing though. Dude was a cool ass Asian kid. He was like he was with the business. He's like in Philly, like a Filipino Cambodian motherfucker. That motherfucker, he wasn't playing. But they don't really rock with us like that. You know what I'm saying? There's some all right cats, Asians. There's people period that want to show you. They don't mind showing you shit though. They don't mind helping you though. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like as a whole, they don't, man. They mess with each other. They put their money together. They aggravate their wealth, which you should be doing. And I kind of don't. I'm not mad at that. I ain't mad at that, man. You putting your money together and you helping your people, man. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
To mind their own business. So nobody's trying to ally with them. So that's what happens when you don't read the room, because they clearly have not been able to read the room. Now, but now the next thing is going to be how will they fare out there in California, and if they prevail in California, and all of these law enforcement agencies back down, then we'll really know for sure that America is on its last leg. I predict that they won't prevail in California, but right now they have humbled the LAPD, and I'm glad about that. But we have the luxury are sitting back and watching them run on to see what the end will bring. It's going to be very interesting to see what the end will bring for them and their right to live here illegally. But I think
Damn.
it's very interesting that they will keep coming to black people talking about working together or supporting each other when they haven't been anything but pawns for white people. And I'm still saying you need to go to the white people. Go to the white people. Go to the people that you have wanted to ally with and people.
Yeah, because in the prison system out here, they ally with the Aryan Brotherhood, with the Nazis and the skinheads, so the racist white people. So how do you? Damn, dude, that's crazy. See, and they were supposed to be both, but now they're all together now. So you got the white white racist skinheads in prison, in jail. You got the Mexicans, they call themselves the Southsiders, the ones from the Southern California. Then you got the Mexicans from Northern California, they call themselves the Northsiders. And guess what? The Northsiders and the Southsiders and the whites used to all beef with the Northsiders. Now they're all together against who? Guess what? The blacks. Everybody's against us, baby. You know what that shows? That we are the children of God, baby. We God's children, man. We the indigenous and everywhere, all the parts of the world for a reason. I got some videos, man. What is this for? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I got some videos, man. Hold up, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold up now. I got the boom Padilla. Oh, we're gonna play that right now. We're gonna play the Padilla, the fake staged. Watch. This is hella staged, dude. What it, damn it. Oh, don't tell me I didn't. Don't tell me I didn't send. Hold up. Hold up. My bad. Okay. Let's get this one with the dude Padilla. This is how staged this is, right? Let me see. All right, we can do the 50. Let me do the 50 states and protest the 50 states, then we'll do the Padilla one. All right. Now all of a sudden I can't find it. Wow. All right, hold on. Let's. All right, let's do the 50 states. Let's do the Padilla one. Senator, how you? No, you know what? I'm tripping. I think I got something already on this motherfucker. I'm tripping, duh. All right, let me play this real quick. My bad, duh. I got the damn screen open the whole time talking about. I'm trying to find some right here. All right, let me play a little bit of this right here. Shout out to Lisa Cabrera. Check out her channel. Subscribe. Salute. She be spitting some fire. Right now, look how full of shit this dude is. Right, how fake this dude is. They like, he ain't a politician. He moving like a damn politician. Every time his mouth is moving, he lying.
vacation, the senator identifying himself. Secretary Noem also just posted on social media. But this is the new White House statement. It says, Padilla stormed a press conference without wearing a Senate pin or previously identifying himself to security, yelled and lunged towards Secretary Noem. Padilla didn't want answers. He wanted attention, the White House says. Padilla embarrassed himself and his constituents with this immature theater kid stunt, but it is telling that Democrats are more riled up about Padilla than they are about the violent riots and assaults on law enforcement in LA. That is according to a White House spokesperson. So certainly the White House drawing the battle lines here, digging in on this confrontation with Senator Padilla, Kelly.
And we did see something that was notable today from the president, where he seemed to acknowledge in a response to a question that there have been concerns expressed about the displacement of those who've been detained for these immigration raids, who are providing necessary work, whether it's in the hotel industry, whether it is in the farming communities and so forth, and then also posted about it and seemed to walk that back. Bring us up to speed.
Certainly, Kelly. And look, to me, as someone who covers immigration, this did strike me as a significant shift, although the White House is insisting it isn't really. But this is what happened. The president posted on social media, as you mentioned, that changes are coming because he's been hearing from the business community. And you see that right there. Great farmers and people in the hotel and leisure business have been stating that our very aggressive policy on immigration is taking very good longtime workers away from them, and those jobs being almost impossible to replace. Just a short time ago, Kelly, you know as well as anyone, the White House was insisting that there were no exceptions to this crackdown on illegal immigration, no matter where they worked. But that did seem to be a little bit of a change. And the president was asked about that point earlier today in the East Room. Let's listen.
Our farmers are being hurt badly by...
Man, if y'all want to keep, I don't know, man. If cats want to follow this dude or believe in this dude or have some kind of, you know what I'm saying? Have some kind of faith in this dude. Y'all could do that shit. But yeah, you ain't gonna keep lying and bullshitting me and shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucking around on my reality and shit. And keep me support you. Nah, it's not gonna work like that. That shit, you gotta know when to draw the line with these fucking fake ass politicians. Now all of a sudden. Now he talking about he don't, you know, now he's cool with immigration now, right? And plus he already brought these South Africans over here. What'd that tell you? We selective politicking, we selective immigrating now, we selective deporting now. Come on, man. Y'all gotta see fake when it's fake, bro. You have to see fake when it's fake. You see what I'm saying? You gotta see something that's a psyop when it's a psyop. You gotta see when people are mocking you, when they're mocking you.
You know, they have very good workers. They've worked for them for 20 years. They're not citizens, but they've turned out to be.
Look at how these people think of people. It was always work. Like that's all it's about with motherfucking people. It's just work. It's all about labor with these fucking people. Work. All they work. He always talking about working. Somebody working or something working. Damn, bro. This is what these people think about you, man. This is what these people think, man. They want you to work, and then they want to raise the motherfucking social security. You know what I'm saying? They want to raise the age of retirement. These motherfuckers are sick, man.
You know, great.
Oh, man, I'm good.
And we're gonna have to do something about that. We can't take farmers and take all their people and send them back because they don't have maybe what they're supposed to have, maybe not. We can't do.
Are you gonna give them a pass for citizenship? Because they're working for farms, bro. Oh, my bad, because they're working for farmers from donors that are giving you money. Oh, okay. I get it. This shit is benefiting your ass. Man, y'all got to know when these, I don't know, man. I noticed when black people are scammers and con artists and this and that, we quick to call that shit. Oh, these motherfuckers scammers are con artists. All these motherfuckers, that's all they do to black motherfuckers do is black people scam them and do that. That's all we know how to do with each other. But when the white motherfucker do it, it's a different story. We don't call them scammers and shit, do we? When a white motherfucker do it to you just because he's a president, we don't call him a scammer. We're full of shit, bro. We're full of shit. We are so full of shit. When TD Jakes or somebody scamming, we call that shit out quick. But when this white motherfucker scamming us, he's not scamming, he's doing stuff for the country. All right, I got you.
Do that to our farmers and leisure too, hotels. We're gonna, have to use a lot of.
Backtracking. That's the main shit he ran on was fucking immigration and deportation. And now he backtracking because these motherfucking donors and his buddies are losing money. When all they gonna do is make this farming shit AI any fucking way. These people good. I wash my hands with all these motherfuckers, bro. I've been washed my hands with these people. That's why a lot of people don't watch the show, because I don't like this motherfucker. I don't like that motherfucker. I don't like none of them. Right? And I saw a couple of things, the deportation duo. I don't mind that, but for the most part, these motherfuckers are not doing nothing for the American people. They're fucking up the economy versus making it better on purpose. Joe Biden let millions of these motherfuckers in here. Now this is his turn to fucking do some bullshit and lie about the money and move it around and military assets and military defense, all this shit, and lying to you and shit like they trying to save you money when they already have motherfucking committees and shit for that. Let's go.
Common sense on that.
So you just heard that from the president, Kelly, but around that same time, just a short time after that, we also heard from the Department of Homeland Security that just announced that it was terminating work authorizations for immigrants from certain countries, Cuba, Nicaragua, Venezuela, and Haiti, and that would affect some 532,000 people that would be leaving.
These hands have helped me become a 3-time All-Star. I must protect them. What's up, man? So I wear hands-free Skechers slip-ins. I just step in with no bending down or touching, so my hands can take it easy. Try Skechers slip-ins.
Leaving the workforce. So in some cases, it appears to be some contradictory policies today from the administration. We'll be working to get clarity on that in the days ahead, Kelly.
It really is a stark conflict, Gabe, because the president is always telegraphing where he's going next. And he is sensitive to the issues when certain sectors of business bring things to his attention.
See, that's what it's all about. Ain't about your ass. Especially if you don't got no motherfucking business. Telling you, man. That shit. You gotta be looking at this motherfucker weird now, really weird now. Like, okay, you're full of this is full of shit. Do for you, do for yourself, do for your family. Let these Democrats, let both those parties go. Democrat, Republican is fucking both full of shit. I'm gonna probably play you some shit. Don't you know? Y'all know the Democrats could have blocked that big, beautiful bill. They could have blocked that, right? But didn't. Shucks with Schumer, he didn't block that shit. He could have. Well, didn't they just say that they didn't like it? But you don't block it though. Oh, you're doing this and that, man. I just think at this point, a lot of this should be photo op and it's political theater. These niggas get their photo ops. Oh, yeah, because motherfuckers, so more and more people will know who these dumb motherfuckers are. Oh, yeah, that's Chuck Schumer. Yeah, I know him. I remember him. So they get more popular. So they get more news cycles and more news spins. How you think JD Vance got in there? Peter Thiel. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. I'm gonna play something else right now.
And so that's certainly a space to watch. Thank you, Gabe. We appreciate it.
I'm gonna play right now.
Reporting the incident from inside the room as law enforcement officials restrain the senator.
I gotta get on the Democrats now. Sir. Let me flame the Democrats. I can go back and forth all day, like tenant. I just flame them stupid ass Republicans. My bad. Donald Trump's not even a Republican. My bad. But I just flame the Republicans, the GOPs and shit. Let me flame these motherfuckers. Look how staged this is. Look how much of a psyop this is.
Hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary.
So I want to talk specifically to a person that has been able to do this.
If you're a senator and you're at a press conference, why did they just start roughing him up? Why did he just say, and show his ID. Hey, I'm Senator Padilla. Why couldn't you wait till the brawl was done? See, this is stage. Y'all see it's stage. It's fake, right? Y'all see this is a play. Oh, he just happened to be Mexican. Oh, I get it. You're not just seeing Mexican protesters get roughed up and manhandled. You're seeing Mexican senators get roughed up and handled. Oh my God, this is out of control. This is out of hand. You see this? Y'all don't see the play? Why was it not a white senator or a black senator? Why was it a Mexican senator? We don't think, huh? We don't ask those questions, do we? All right, let's keep going.
Hands up. Hands up.
Also, I want to talk
Senator Alex Padilla,
specifically
I have
to the
questions for
rioters and
the
to the
secretary.
politicians in
Because
Los
the fact of the
Angeles.
matter is, a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your.
Okay, if they're pushing you back, even though, I mean, human instinct, if motherfuckers pushing on you, you're gonna resist. You don't want to know, especially the grown man. But this all staged though. Now watch this part. This is how you know it's staged. Look at this part.
I also want to talk about specifically.
So that is a U.S. senator, and his team was recording the incident from inside the room as law enforcement officials restrained the senator.
Why didn't nobody jump in? Whoever was recording, why didn't they? Why didn't they say anything? Why didn't they say stop? Why didn't they tell the Department of Homeland Security, wherever the fuck? Why didn't they tell them to back off?
Hands up, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is, a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your.
I also want to talk about specifically many of our ICE agents have been docked.
Put them to the ground, right? Look.
The ground.
Look how staged.
On your back.
Hands
on your back.
If you get my hands, go ahead, put behind my back.
All right. Cool.
So they put him on the ground.
They clap.
Hands behind his back, right?
Other hands, sir.
Why didn't you arrest him? Why would you put him? So why would you do all that and you don't arrest him? And so what was he? Why was he detained? And then look how this looks though. See, a lot of us don't know the law. A lot of us don't know stuff like that. A lot of people don't care about politics. They care about drama and juicy gossip and all this bullshit, but they don't really care about politics like that. When you're a senator or when you're any kind of political politics, you know what I'm saying, or some kind of political name, for one, you're gonna have to have some kind of clearance for one. See, you know what I'm saying, a lot of us don't know this shit. You have to have clearance before you even go to places like that, right? For one, or have clearance as a senator, right? For two, you have to have a badge, a name tag, right? And you have to announce yourself, just like a cop. Why didn't he say from the jump to one of them dudes? Why did he get to pushing and shoving though from the start? And then I heard him saying something. So you mean to tell me we're tussling and then all of a sudden, oh, I'm Padilla, I'm Senator Padilla. Shouldn't there be words and then you start tussling? We don't be thinking about it. Damn, man. Let's go. So just all of a sudden, oh, pushing and shoving, and then
Crazy. No recording allowed out here. I did not know. There's no recording allowed out here for FBI, right?
Did he get arrested? No. Why didn't he get arrested?
Building the schedule, managing employee availability and time off. There's so much that can keep you stuck in the back.
That's what I want to know.
Padilla spoke to reporters just moments ago about the incident, and here's some of what he had to say.
If this is how this administration responds,
look at the fake acting, man,
to a senator with a question, if this is how the Department of Homeland Security responds to a senator with a question, you can only imagine what they're doing to farm workers, to cooks, to day laborers out in the Los
Y'all think he's a good actor?
Angeles community, throughout California, and throughout the country. We will.
And how do you? So you detain a senator? How does that work? This is both sides of the stage, just like the ICE protest. The cops were not supposed to be in that, and what's his name know that. Karen Bass know that, and what's his name? Gavin Newsom knows that. So that's all bullshit and stage right there too. And nobody's gonna get in trouble for it because they know people don't know the law and don't give a fuck. And then the Trump part too on see he has the National Guard going and they don't communicate supposedly. They always in communication. It was all lobstick. This is all fake. Just like this one, both sides don't make no sense. So you mean to tell me the Department of Homeland Security, you're gonna detain and handcuff a senator, and then make up the story talking about he's lunging at her, and then two, you're a senator. Why didn't you show a badge? For one, she was talking still, and then all this happened while she was talking instead of like waiting until after. And then she said they talked. That's how you know it's fake.
Will hold this administration accountable.
This incident has already drawn widespread condemnation from Democrats on Capitol Hill. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer saying, "It sickened my stomach," and the Congressional Hispanic Caucus demanding an investigation and calling this an assault against a U.S. senator. The Department of Homeland Security has put out a statement calling Senator Padilla's actions disrespectful political theater and saying,
didn't I just say political theater? Didn't I just use that word? Didn't I just say it's political theater? And they said, these people tell you the truth. If you just listen to what these people say, they tell you the truth. It is political theater. It's fake. This is not real. No, he didn't get arrested. He didn't get detained. It's all fake. It was for camera. You notice they did all that while on camera and not off camera, right? we are tripped, dude. Damn, man. They know we'll never get it, man. They know we'll never come together.
that Secret Service thought he was an attacker. DHS.
Them motherfuckers know he's a fucking senator, man. You don't think they knew that? You don't think they knew that he was a senator? Once they said he was a senator, you think they should have let him go? This shit is fake, bro.
That's also noting that Secretary Nunn met with.
If I'm Department of Homeland Security, if I'm ICE, if I'm somebody like that, if you tell me you're a senator, I'm gonna ask you for your fucking ID. See, we don't.
Senator Padilla after the incident.
We don't think, bro.
Now, this unprecedented episode happening just hours after President Trump once again defended his use of the National Guard in Los Angeles while continuing to claim, without evidence, that the protests.
Right after Trump use of the National Guard and the appeal from the courts, right after that, right? Then this happens right after. Come on, these people tell you it's fake. They tell you it's isn't that what a script is? Multiple scenes, one after another.
Are paid professionals.
Yeah. And see, this is what I don't like. And this is how you know people are gonna fall for Trump's bullshit, right? He knows he knows what people want to hear. So-called woke or so-called conscious people want to hear. So I just said that it's political theater. I just said that these are crisis actors. I just said all that. And then you got the president of the United States saying that shit. That's symbolism right there. You're gonna tell people what they want to hear, and you're gonna try to make it seem like, oh, I'm against. Oh yeah, in a way, I'm against the government by saying that this is political by saying that this is these are stage actors. But these are they're stage actors when it's a Democrat, but it's not stage actors when it's Republican. Come on, man, we don't fall for this clown, bro.
When it comes to Los Angeles or other cities,
motherfuckers almost 80 years old, and so we give these people too much credit. We give these people too much credit. This motherfucker senile, bro. Almost 80, bro. Why we give this dude so much credit? This dude, he violated the peace agreement with Iran, right? That he made. And now he's back in Israel against them. Y'all don't think that's a stupid ass move? Y'all don't think that's some scripted shit? Like that's some, you feel what I'm saying? Shadow government shit.
If we see other cities are gearing up, and these people are agitators, they're paid, they're professionals, they're insurrectionists, they're troublemakers.
Let's stop it right there. All right, let me play something else. So he's full of shit because isn't that what they call January 6th, an insurrection? Ooh. Yeah, I don't like, you know what I hate? You know, I know you guys noticed that. I hate hypocrites. I hate a hypocritical ass motherfucker. I don't fall for shit like that. Oh, yeah, they were staged and they were agitators. I'm saying that because that's what my base wants to hear about Democrats, though. I don't say that shit about no Republicans. Come on, man. These motherfuckers is full of shit, man. Just like the Democrats don't say nothing about Democrats. They bad about Democrats. Boy. All right, so I got some stuff, man. I got some more videos, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at the stat. Look at the stats. Look at the statistics right here. This is spending. Look at the spend. Look at the look what we spending. Look what these Europeans, the European government. Look what their money. Look where the money is at. So you got all that damn money, all that surplus, all that new added revenue for Department of Homeland Security in the Pentagon. 113 billion and 42 billion for the Department of Homeland Security. That falls under the ICE, right? ICE falls under that. Now look where it starts falling. Look what they're taking from. Look what they're cutting. Right? Now transportation's 2 billion, right? Energy 1 billion, right? Look at how they start cutting when it comes down to commerce. Look how they start cutting, but look, you can't. But they when you interrupt commerce, they want to kill you and whoop your ass though. But they cut the commerce section. Wow. Look at how they cutting with Treasury, justice, of course, whatever the fuck that means. Labor, and so labor, agriculture, interior, and education. Why would you cut those four? The education sector, it does suck, and the education that these kids are doing sucks. But come up with a plan. Let me just cut it. We ain't gonna come up with a plan. We're just gonna leave this shit how it is. Well, fuck it, let's cut it. There's no logic in that whatsoever. HHS, HUD, state initial program. So you cut state programs and you cut HUD and things like that because you know the crime is gonna go up. This is all for private prisons. The crime is going to go up, and they know that. And then you cut these programs at a time like this, a time where America's not doing good right now, a time where people ain't doing good. Don't trust these people, man. Don't put no faith in them. Don't back them. Don't support them. Support yourself. Support your ideas. Support your people. I notice we support Democrat and Republican because we know damn well we're not going to support each other. Now we going let's go on Obama. Let's go on Obama.
President Barack Obama raised Assata Shakur's bounty. Remember, the State Department had $1 million bounty on Assata Shakur's head if somebody could bring her back to America to stand trial. $1 million. Barack Obama gets in there. And the FBI under Barack Obama, he's the president, they serve him. Under Barack Obama, the FBI raised the bounty on Assata Shakur's head, Art, from $1 million to $2 million. That's what Barack Obama did for Black America. He refused to exonerate the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, did nothing about police genocide, but made it more difficult for you to sue police for brutalizing you unjustifiably when he signed that blue alert law. Remember, he signed that law that made it almost impossible for you to defend yourself.
That's what came with that law, and they gave military-style weapons. Oh, Obama did the blue alert, and Trump did the Blue Lives Matter, the Blue Lives Act, gave them hella funding. Joe Biden gave the COVID release funding, gave that to the police. Illegally did, by the way. Come on now. How you gonna give COVID relief funding to the fucking cops? We're not the people.
Against police assault. President Barack Obama did that. So he was the last person to push Kamala Harris. Here's the problem, Art. The black bourgeoisie.
Y'all talk about Umar Johnson. See, Umar Johnson should have stuck to politics. Umar Johnson is good in politics. His political shit is no joke. He is on point. When it comes down to politics, Umar Johnson, I think that's where he shines. That's his realm. All that other drama bullshit, making a school and talking about black women and not taking accountability for black women and talking about how black men treat black women, all that's a bunch of bullshit. Nonsense. That's a bunch of stupid shit he be doing. He needs to just stick to politics. That's it. He's on fire. When he spits politics, it's 99%, 99.9% accurate. That you could tell that's his man. I was listening to this dude since the early 2000s, and he was more political based. So, man, boy, when it comes down to politics, Umar Johnson ain't no joke, boy. I'm not capping. But all that other shit, I don't mess with him. You could tell he's a real egotistical person, not humble at all. So, but when he talks politics, he's on point. Listen to this.
Failed to recognize that the people, the black people who voted for Barack Obama were not the young people who will be voting now. The young people who voted for Obama are the parents. It is their children who are the young people now. And they have already seen how Obama did not serve black people, and they were not going to fall for the same scam again. President Barack Obama raised Assata Shakur's bounty. Remember, the State Department had $1 million bounty on Assata Shakur's head.
See, that's how you know a lot of this stuff be scripted too, because why is it always $1 million? Just like they had $1 million bond for Puffy, didn't even give him bond. Had $1 million bond for Carmelo Anthony, then they lowered it. Had $1 million bond for the white dude Casey Allison. Why is it always $1 million? You gotta watch the numbers with a lot of these, man. But, man, Umar was on point. Umar be cooking, man. When it comes down to politics, all that other nonsense, I don't listen to. You know what I'm saying? Umar be getting carried away with a lot of that other stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But the politics, and he's on point. You know what I'm saying? All right, hold up. Let's see. Yeah, that chart wasn't good, man. They cutting all the shit they shouldn't be cutting and all the shit that they. But it's always like that's how it be, man. In politics, man, it's always the illusion to make it seem like they're serving and doing something for you when they're doing something for their damn self. But we can't get mad at the person in the ghetto, that the thief in the ghetto, or we can't get mad at the person that robs a jewelry store. We can't get mad at them people, man. It's the same thing, man. The only thing is the politicians are robbing you directly. All right, man. We're gonna go into this. We're gonna go into this Israel. What's his name, man? Man, just doofiness, dude. Doofy. Oh shit! Let me play this real quick. Shout out to Black King. Damn. Shout out to Black King. Oh, my bad. Cut Figure. Shout out to Cut Figure News, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him. Check out his channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to this dude, man. I jumped on his. He was live the other night. I jumped on a little bit, and then I jumped on I commented on another video he did. Salute to this dude, man. Let me play it to where you can see the brother. I don't want to play it to where you can't see his face. Well, see, this is my thing. There was like there was a couple Crips. I guess it was like Smack from 5-1, and it was ODM Slim was there. It was a couple Crips or whatever. My thing is, why is any brothers going there anyway in the first place? But see, it's funny when the peace movement, them same motherfuckers wasn't at the peace movement though, right? When they was having the peace movement, do you see these motherfuckers there? No, you don't see them same people there. When it comes down to the peace marches, right? When black people talk about piecing up with other black people, Crips talking about beefing, clicking up with blood. Crips talking about making peace with other Crips. We don't see them saying people that was there, huh? But you see that they had support Mexicans though, right? That shit is weak. Man, that's some punk stuff, boy. I don't say these. A lot of some of these niggas ain't been in prison before. Wow, is that right? You done been to prison, you know the politics, and you still on it like that? Damn. Are these dudes waving the white flag? Are these dudes waving the white flag? My bad. Right? Let's go. What just happened? Oh, what the hell? Hold up. No, my bad. I know what I did. I know what Oh, right here.
Support the platform, y'all. I had heard that phony ass rapper, The Game, and some of the y'all heard him.
The nigga just got his house repossessed, got his car repossessed, but yet you out here at the beach trying to support Mexicans at the protest. Nigga, didn't you just get everything possessed, bro? Aren't you not like low-key down bad right now? Damn. We just really see. It looks like these Bloods really do not just want. They really don't want to come together with Crips. Y'all so anti-Crip and just so anti-Black that y'all rather wave the white flag and peace up with these Mexicans. And it's funny because they just had the Piru March in Compton last year, and guess what? You had the what's the name, the tortilla flag hit up Piru K and all that. Boy, on a Kendrick mural and crossed out Kendrick's face on a mural and put PK and put tortilla flag. Oh boy.
Damus went out there and supported the protesters in Los Angeles.
Sorry, bro. I'm not feeling that. So I'm a regular guy, swear, you know what I'm saying? I don't, street stuff no more. I ain't in the street life no more, but I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that, bro. That looks weak. And I see why cats I see why these dudes try to act a certain way towards us and think that we weak, because look at the type of moves cats make.
And supported what they stand for. Now I got to come out and speak against this, Game, you a big sucker and a phony. And you have backstabbed our people for the last goddamn time. This is what I'm talking about. You niggas so fucking scared of them essays that you come out and you support. You see what I'm saying? Them getting more power over your black ass. Them taking more of the political power over your black ass. You never came out and said one motherfucking word when they was putting the hits on black people, chasing them out their community. It's so mean. I'm going live on this shit again today, y'all. Going live on this shit again today. We got to get some revolutionary correcting and some straightening here. Anybody who went out there and supported illegals who committed a bunch of crimes out there and a bunch of motherfuckers who got anti-black hate in your heart, you went out there and supported that boy, you the phony and a fraud, you need to get beat. That's straight up and down. You need it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I know me and the right revolutionaries got to get in that position so we can just challenge everything in the U.S. Our people, other people, just be on code when times like this happen. So you funk-ass rappers don't think they got all the clout they can come out and drown the revolutionaries out and act like what they doing the right thing. Bitch-ass nigga, where was you when they was killing those black people?
Man,
in LA, just putting targets on their back. I'm playing a lot of that today because so many black...
It was firebombing black women's homes out here, bro. Firebombing. Luckily, nobody got hurt or killed, bro. And you have people in their community, women, non-gangbangers, women, children, all these types of motherfuckers sticking up for it, trying to deny, like, oh, there's no racism. There's no racism over here. Oh, no, I have black friends.
Podcast is coming out with the truth. How the essays from prison for no reason at all calling shots, talk about get them blacks about them communities. Some blacks move to East LA, some LA. They don't know that they're not allowed to stay in a Mexican neighborhood. House fire bomb, people shot, people killed. But the game is they're promoting this.
Shit, man, spit that shit.
You never went once and stood up for black people and asked why y'all talking to black people. You fucking clout chasing ass clowning. I'm so fucking glad. Like I said, he said down with the Perus. Good thing I ain't got to do nothing with that silly ass shit. Blackface Ku Klux Klan members kill their own people, but you don't go out and celebrate motherfucker putting a hit on your people. You fucking bitch. All for money. So they can invite you to some more shows.
And uncut, did you? Oh man, you didn't think that there was a lot of people that thought like me, huh? I'm out here, man. I knew somebody that got killed in East LA. How about that? Just for being black. How about that? I done got into with the Cheese Side Paramount. How about that? Almost got jumped. Just for being black. How about that? You know what I'm saying? I'd have been through it. I'd have been through the trenches, man. Me, man. I done experienced it, man. Housing discrimination, man. Job discrimination. You feel me? I done experienced it. I done lived it. I live it. Not one of them ever gave me a job. Not one of them ever rented an apartment to me. That's the funny thing about it. It was all white people. Wow. That's interesting. White people done gave me jobs. White people done rented apartments to me. But not them, not the ally. Wow.
Shit, right? We know the message gonna spin with your gang, you fucking bitch. You need your fucking jaw broke, man. You need a DP.
These dudes is busters, man.
I know the power rules ain't gonna do the right motherfucker.
Dudes, you waving the white flag, bro. You know what I'm saying? You docile. I see why these dudes think that we docile. You weak. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in your, I guess a lot of these dudes, they're not, I'm 41. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these, they like in a younger generation to me. A lot of these dudes is younger in their 30s and shit. I don't know what type of shit they on. I don't know. That's some weird shit. But back in the day, in the 90s, man, early 2000s, it was on site with some of these dudes, man. They said that they was gonna put a green light a hit on motherfucking black people wearing white tees. We was wearing white tees for a whole month, man. We was wearing white tees every fucking day because of that shit. I wish a motherfucker would put a hit on me wearing no fucking white tee. This shit gets serious. This ain't no joke. These dudes taking this shit as a joke and shit. Like it's funny and shit. Oh, we're gonna support the Mexicans and try to be funny and be anti-black and not support no other niggas though.
Dang, DP.
But it's funny in prison. You gotta click up with blacks. You gotta click up with Crips and Bloods. You gotta click up in prison though. That shit is weak, bro. That shit is weak.
You for that shit. Anybody who went out there, that's fraud as fuck, bro. We know they call them shots in prison, endangering our people. Green lights, y'all. That's why it's so phony. That's why I just pray the Most High continue with me on this righteous path. Continue to let me meet with the revolution I'm meeting with. Things that work out according to all in due time, and we'll be able to match the gas. Because what I'm saying, I mean, nigga, and Game and whoever else have a problem with that, nigga, we gonna meet behind this shit, handle that business, bitch ass niggas. Because this for our people. Rapping ass nigga, anybody back there, you fucking phone ass niggas, just what I thought. Blackface Ku Klux Klan was scared of them Mexicans.
Ooh, not all, brother, not all. Trust me, I don't want to say. I can't say nothing. I can't say too much on the internet. I can't say too much, but I didn't seen, I didn't heard. The cats. I would have went under cats younger than me, cats older, man. It was crazy, man. I was raised around some cats that was slapping shit. You know what I mean? Cats that was splashing, man. They was getting at these cats, man. It wasn't no cats wasn't scared, man. Cats, man. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, man.
Scared of the Mexicans, bro. Y'all can't protect the community. That's why I will come through there and hurt one of you niggas because the community needs some help. And they got busters acting like they real OGs and shit, but bowing down to the motherfucking essays like that. Man, that was just some phony ass shit if I ever seen it in my life. Nigga, essays don't give a damn about y'all, nigga. They try to call shots on our people. And this is the crazy part. No black shot callers, and I done been one. They never call a shot and say, get the Mexicans about the community. Run them up out of there. No Mexicans, no black shot callers ever. Where's that? No black shot callers ever. The biggest, the racist, the ones bailing out.
We never call green lights on these people. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, they do be stealing hoods out here. Hell yeah. But a lot of these dumbass niggas why would you let them start a click in your hood? You ain't supposed to let them start no click in your hood.
People handle that business. Would never say, hey, get the Mexicans up. That's why we cannot be dealing with these motherfuckers talking about the union. The allies is those who refuse to be part of that racism. Those we're going to ally with and stand with them and make sure they're okay. It ain't just because you brown, we ally with you. Fuck that, because all anti-black racism. So I'm telling brown people, you ain't got to ally with a black person because they're black. Those who don't have no hate with you, let's see what we can do together, make something happen.
Right.
But until Los Angeles, y'all motherfuckers, until y'all stop putting green lights on black people and shit like that, we revolutionary riding on y'all. Now that I already said this before, what we should be doing is revolutionary should be going to California all across this country. But we should have been doing that. I've been saying that, going to California, putting in work, coming back home, going to California, man, helping them brothers fight back, bro. That on some revolutionary shit. More soldiers coming from all over the country, nigga. I will be my pleasure, nigga. Bring me some soldiers going to California, put that work. That's why I want to put some work in, bro. Nigga, y'all got the right one, bro. I want to put some work in, my nigga. Fuck all the talk, nigga. Let's do this. Let's do this. I can't believe, but I don't know. There's some real ones out there in LA, bro. Gang can't be doing this type of shit, making us look bad. To where this Mexican right here come out here, shoot to the down moves. He ain't mentioned gang. That's what we talking about. Man,
that's a bad look, man. Like, dude, that's a bad look. Damn, I wouldn't. Damn, y'all come over there in solidarity, dude. Damn, shout out to Bobby Ye. Bobby Ye did it. Bobby Ye did a video about that already too. Like, damn. Like, well, damn. So y'all just don't want to click up with Crips that much to where I get it. Let's go.
Crazy. Then Monkey
Or just other black people in
you
general.
ain't
Like,
shit. Y'all nigga faking.
Walls,
Just the
what up?
blackface Cougar claim member, but y'all faking talking about this black stuff.
Man, bro.
About our people stuff. You motherfuckers have no idea what coming together really fucking mean.
They don't.
How I came from here, I'm all the way in Texas, man. My heart hurts for my people in California who got to get picked on by Mexicans. And yes, it's happening. You niggas can't tell me nothing. I know some of y'all out there, y'all fight back. I know y'all ain't going for, but they trying to pick on our people. Y'all know that's true, bro. Trying to bully our people. And guess what? I got a bunch of that coming today on my live. We're going to deal with this. Anybody come out, anybody and try to side with that over our people, my nigga, piece of hut, nigga. I'm not bullshit. That's serious business. I see if I could just talk to some of my brothers from Houston, you see what I'm saying, and talk to them and say, this is why the cat like the game need to be banned from Houston. You see, but unless I talk to the right people, I couldn't call that shot. It'd just be me on YouTube saying some shit and I'd be pissed off when they embrace game into their bosom here in the city, make me like a fool. But I got with some real ones and be like, nah, he can't come. Then get with some real ones in Dallas and San Antonio and Austin and be like, hey. Then the whole Texas be like, hey, you want to come down here, you're going to get with the essays who you trying to kick it with like that. But we're going to show the world, the brothers. And let me tell you something, the Mexicans down here, they too strong with the culture. They not siding with anti-black in Texas. Now, that's California. In Texas, they respect the culture. You see what I'm saying? And understand, you know what I'm saying? They grew up in our hoods. They speak this slang we speak. There's some of them still racist, but the majority of them, they are never in their life. It ain't never been no Mexican mafia. I said it before. Able to call no shot.
Black people got way too much influence in the South. They know better. In the South, black people influence the damn white people in the South. How about that? A good amount. Black people mess around and influence them white people. I'm not lying. Ohio, I think Ohio they got the most interracial babies or something like that, or couples. It's Ohio. Places like that, boy, we got so much influence, man. The more of us somewhere, the more influence that we have on people. Just like where I'm at, there's not that many black people, there's not that much influence. More racism, make sense? LA, even though the black people's numbers is purging, they didn't purge us out of LA, but there's still more black people than out here. So we still have a good amount of influence. Does that make sense? I'm telling you, man. Is that the Mayat spirit? Is that the God? It's something.
Shots from the prisons of Texas and say, hey, move them blacks around. What? Well, where that happened at? No, we're not going for that bullshit. And I don't want to hear, oh, we near Mexico too, motherfuckers. We got the border on our ass too, so it makes no sense why y'all allowing the motherfuckers to call them type of motherfuckers. But I know why, because they get in jail, they don't give a fuck about coming home, everything. A lot of y'all brothers, y'all just want to be home. Y'all you gang bangers, so you give a shit about your family and raise your kids because you study out there gang banging and being a blackface Ku Klux Klan member, something like that. Why y'all want to put on live for your people? Why you let them know you serious about your people? The whole world know what California, how they've been treating black people, bro.
People do know. He ain't lying about that. People know. People act like they don't know, but people know.
And now every these rapping ass niggas and these gangs, that's why I say y'all niggas is so disgusting to me. This nigga charged y'all out the dumb moves. Y'all fucking blackface Ku Klux Klan members got the nerve to tap out to the essays. The essays wouldn't do it for your ass, nigga. They wouldn't do it for your no good motherfucking ass, nigga. They want your people about them neighborhoods, nigga. That's the shots they calling, nigga. Green lighting blacks. Now, I have seen some neighborhoods in California fight back and tell them a new ass. Salute to those brothers and sisters who not doing it behind races and about doing it because they're doing it to Mexico. They just getting those races up off their ass. That's great revolutionary work. I would love to come down there and put some work in, which I mean that. We come a black blood, black man. We put in work behind our people. That's serious fucking business, nigga. And I see they start about rising up in anti-ICE protests in Chicago, New York. It's some bullshit going on in Texas. Greg Abbott leading the charge, state troopers, Texas Rangers, National Guard, police, they all out there gonna be kicking ass. Right revolutionaries right on the motherfucking scene, making sure nobody's coming over here trying to rape, pillage, or plunder. That's a fact, Jack. No, my people will not be last in the motherfucking line. It's a fight for survival, man. It's a fight for survival.
Facts, man. Salute to dude, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Cold figure, you know what I'm saying? But Texas be gang banging too, though. He over here, you know what I'm saying? Texas, come on now. Texas is gang banging like a motherfucker. They doing that Crip and Blood shit too. You know what I'm saying? But I see what he's saying, though, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me play this. Hold on. My bad. Let me put this. I'm gonna have to put that on hold. Man, breaking news, man. So on Donald Trump's birthday, we got a shooting, right? This is so staged, man. I should have. Damn, that's my fault. I should have called him yesterday. I don't know why I didn't. I talked to BJ. Damn, I don't know why I didn't call it. Damn it. I should have called it the other day. I should have called something for the 13th and today, the 14th. Today's Donald Trump's birthday, right? Now you got a King's Day parade. Like this, man, come on. Like he's a king or something, right? That's what that's supposed to mean. These people, they're obsessed with their peasantry. You feel what I'm saying? Their peasantry in their dark ages of living. You know what I'm saying? These people are obsessed with that. So check this out. Look. Now this is how staged this is, right? Now supposedly there was supposed to be a shooter, right? At the parade. Let's go into this real quick, man. You can't make this up. How scripted this stuff be. One thing it ain't, it's another, right? Hold up.
Maggie, what's the very latest? This person still at large.
Jose, this person is still at large. As you can imagine, an incredibly robust manhunt is underway. Authorities warning the public this person, as you heard in that press conference from the governor, they believe impersonated police, was impersonating law enforcement, even having an SUV with what looked like lights and sirens on the top of it, so that when they came to the door, authorities believe it's quite possible they believed that the person at their front door was a law enforcement officer. And that's the person who authorities believe carried out both of these, as you said, politically motivated shootings. Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark shot and killed, according to authorities, and according to the governor. Senator John Hoffman and his wife shot and injured. Hopeful, the governor says that they.
Okay, yeah, you see, yeah. Okay, so if these people got shots, these you know what I'm saying, these senators, right? Damn, dude. See, this right here is a psyop, right? But they could have probably really got shot. And like on some hit type, it's a psyop, but it's a hit. You know what I'm saying? Politically motivated. How come there's no where's the profile for the white deranged political Manchurian candidate type dude? Where's the profile for that person? Because they gave us black identity extremists. They gave us, you know what I'm saying, they gave you the Crip and Blood, they gave you, you know what I'm saying, every time there's something supposedly involving a black person, they always got to show the mug shot. What is the profile for these people? That's what I want to know.
They will be able to make it out and survive their injuries, make it out of surgery, I should say. So again, that manhunt is underway. The shelter-in-place warning remains in that area. At the same time, Minnesota State Police issuing or tweeting this photo out, if we can pull that up, of something.
Well, you got a car that has some sirens on it, and you thought it was police, dude?
They found inside, they believe, the suspect's car. Look at these flyers. They say no kings on them, and there are a ton of them. They said. And
they just happen to leave those behind, right? You just happen to have a gang of flyers that says no kings in your car the day of the parade. Okay.
In a later tweet that were found inside the car they believe was driven by the suspect. Of course, that points them to all the rallies that are happening across the country, practically in every state throughout the day today, including here in Chicago and Illinois, and of course in Minnesota.
You go with the manifesto. Here we go with the mass shooter. Bam, the mass shooter, white, crazy, deranged, supposedly person profile, because that's the only way he would do something like that is he's crazy or deranged. He wouldn't do anything like that because he's white. Profile, let's go.
And in Minneapolis as well. Earlier today, Governor Walz urging people, in light of this violence, in light of these shootings, not to go to the local rallies, saying, of course, concerns about security at these events are now.
See, that manifesto story doesn't get old, man. That doesn't, y'all don't get the hint. That doesn't like, put your antennas up. Like, why is this always the motivation and why is this always the narrative for these shootings? When it's white people. Something about a manifesto. Why is that always the case? Because remember, these people are these white people, right? So you gotta look at it like this. White people don't do stuff like this. White people don't do stuff like this, right? Because they're white. They don't do stuff like this only if something's wrong with them. Only if they have a mental problem. They don't just do stuff like this because they're evil. And that's what white people do. They've been doing this for this whole time, killing and conquering and taking, and they were pillaging and plundering. So, wow, okay. I see the psychology behind this. Let's go.
Heightened concerns about security regarding local public officials, elected officials, and including law enforcement are heightened as well as this manhunt, Jose, continues for this suspect.
So, Maggie, so many questions still unanswered as this person still on the run. Right. Among the things that officials mentioned were when they showed us that picture of those pieces of paper with no kings on them, that the person in that vehicle that caused the death of two people and severely injured two others, had a list of, this spokesperson said, of legislators and other officials in that automobile.
Right, they did. And we don't know, they weren't able to kind of define what exactly that list means or what, if any, political causes this person is definitively associated with. They're being very careful with those details right now. Remember, we don't have a name for this person, at least not publicly released at this time. So they're not really nailing down why the people on that list, and they haven't released the list publicly, what exactly they have in common, what exactly that tells them about the motive here. Again, they're being very careful while this continues on. But that photo that we're seeing, again, tweeted out by Minnesota authorities, that was kind of the first glimpse that we have, along with this description of this being politically motivated, as to what may be driving this violence this morning, as to what may have been behind this. Again, they say they believe this was one person impersonating law enforcement who carried out both shootings, Jose, in the very early morning hours here on.
How do you impersonate law enforcement, though? Dude? Is that what I'm saying? Is this some MK Ultra? What is this? Or was it really law enforcement?
This Saturday morning.
We thank you for watching.
But let me see Fox take on this. You know what I'm saying, real quick. Wow, fair use, fair use. You know what I'm saying? Come on, what is this?
With some of our coverage here on Live Now of the updates that we've gotten and the aftermath. Of course, we just were listening into an update that we were able to get in live here on our airways there from those lawmakers there in Minnesota, giving an update on the current manhunt that is underway. So we'll continue here on Live Now to give you these updates. We're searching for this suspect. Let's start with the very latest. I was able to put up a picture there on the screen of Vance Bolter. This is the 57-year-old man that police are now looking for. And we know that his photo has been widely disseminated. As this manhunt is now going on, I have to ask you, Randy, what is it going to be like as law enforcement agencies, I'm sure in multiple states, in multiple cities, are making a coordinated effort to locate him?
Yeah, this is an all hands on deck kind of situation. This individual, this evil human being, committed an atrocious act, an act of absolute 100% evil. He shot 2 individuals in one home, and then killed 2 more individuals attached to the state lawmaker system in Minneapolis. He targeted them. He planned this to a great degree, to the extent where he somehow managed to put together a very realistic looking police uniform, was able to camouflage a vehicle to look like a police vehicle, including the light bar, and then went to the homes of these 2 lawmakers. And because he was dressed as a police officer, gained their trust, gained access to their homes, shot 2 who are in stable condition, is the last I heard, a lawmaker and his wife, and then traveled to the home of the second lawmaker and her husband, got into the home, of course, because he appeared to be a police officer, murdered them in absolute cold blood, and then because of good police work, I'm gonna shout out to the sergeant of that police agency who, hearing about the first incident with the 2 individuals who were shot, realized that, you know what, we have a lawmaker in our jurisdiction here. Let me just go check on them. And because of that, was able to spot the suspect who was coming out of the house and engage them in gunfire. We're in a shootout. The individual, the suspect, ran back into the home and jumped out of or escaped through the back entrance of the home before they could set up a perimeter around it, and now is on the run, is on the loose. This is a major manhunt, probably the biggest Minnesota might have ever seen. This individual was on foot. Now, it doesn't mean he's on foot now. He could have stolen a vehicle by now. He could be secreted in a area home, and this is what the police and all law enforcement authorities throughout that area are combing the area, including house-to-house searches, looking for this individual.
And Randy, I appreciate you for adding so much context to really what happened and how scary the situation it was for so many of those lawmakers. I want to point this out, though. This is the latest information that we got from the top of the hour from this news conference. They described the suspect and this image that they have. They said this was outside of a business there, still in the Twin Cities area in the hours after this incident has happened. So again, they said he's wearing a light colored cowboy hat, dark colored long sleeve collared shirt or coat, light pants, and a dark bag. This specific outfit that he has on, how critical is that going to be? It's pretty distinct, if you ask me, to now locating this person as the police are trying to do.
I wouldn't give that much credence to this outfit. Clothes are easily exchanged, easily changed, and he'll probably be changing his clothing items pretty regularly right now, especially because he's probably aware that they have a good description of him. Now, when it comes down to tracking a fugitive like this, law enforcement is very adept at this. The United States Marshal Service, the FBI, local police agencies. You can't live in a vacuum. So he's going to have to utilize a credit card. He's going to have to utilize a phone. We don't know if he's got accomplices. That's part of the investigative process, whether or not he's got people that are aiding him. Now, what's interesting is as the background of this individual is now being examined, he was an appointee of Governor Walz to a political position. So the fact that he cold-blooded murdered two Democratic politicians, the question is, what's the motive? Now they do have a manifesto, is what they're calling it, which they have not released the contents of, which will shed a lot of light on what his motivations were. Now, did he plan to kill more people before this? He was interrupted in literally right after the murders that he committed here. The fact of the matter is that they have released that he did have a list of names, a list of potential political targets. So the fact that this was interrupted may have saved a number of lives, and also interfered with whatever his escape plans were, if he planned to escape.
Come on.
Many of these shooters, the end.
And then it's funny how these people know so much information about the law. Well, yeah, this is all this strategy about what the fuck they're gonna do. It makes you think. It makes you think, don't it? Doesn't it make you think? Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Isn't it ironic? Let's go. Tony, man. I don't believe shit. This stuff is super, super duper scripted. A lot of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? We have to have some kind of event happen on Trump's birthday. You notice that? Have to be some kind of negative event, like a shooting, a political motivated shooting. Come on, man. Drama, bullshit. Perfect person to be in office right now. Carrying out the theatrics and the scripts
of the situation is often their suicide or their suicide by cop. So we don't know what this individual's end game was, but certainly because of the quick thinking of that police sergeant, there could have been many deaths averted.
And hopefully that was the case. I appreciate you for continuing to break this down. You touched on this. You talked about the manifesto that was also found there with the suspect's also fake police vehicle. Seems like he had this pretty planned out ahead of time, knowing that he wanted to strike very particular targets. Does that make it usually easier or harder to find a person during a manhunt in a situation like this? He could have had a plan for an escape if this is the case.
Yeah, well, that remains to be seen. Without a doubt, he had some end game in mind. I think that was interfered with because of the
what?
You're about to lose $40,000 for your car accident because you don't know this one trick. Check this out.
Ryan, boy, these car
It turns out insurance companies use AI.
Did he have other plans that he may have had escape routes planned? We don't know that, but we do know he's on the run. We do know he's exceedingly dangerous. Any law enforcement officer who encounters him can pretty much count on a gunfight, and this individual needs to be treated as the threat that he is. You can't take a chance with a person like this. Now, the problem is, will there be innocent men and women who are caught in the crossfire, so to speak? That may be, an analogy that is very real, because there could be a serious gunfight that takes place. We know his propensity for violence. We know he's a killer. We know that he's already exchanged gunfire with the police. So this is not going to go down peacefully.
How didn't he get shot? Why didn't he get tailed? Why didn't y'all follow him then, man? That's how you know it's fake. You exchange gunshots with the cops. You don't get shot and you don't get captured. Is this a movie? Is this a movie or something? Is this what is this, the Transporter or something? Take It or some shit? What are we doing over here? Is this an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Motherfucker, shoot up cops and shit, have a shootout. You know what I'm saying? Still don't get caught or don't get shot. Bro, come on, man.
I would I'd venture an educated guess at this point.
And it'll certainly be something that we're continuing.
So if they knew that he worked with Tim Walz, where's his name? Why are they not putting out his name then? Why are they just still calling him the suspect? They know his name. Come on, man.
To watch for some of these updates. Again, Lieutenant Randy Sutton here to help us break down the very latest. I have to ask you, Randy, any final thoughts before I let you go? Anything else that Minnesotans in particular, or those in surrounding states, should truly be aware of at this moment?
Well, this is a very difficult time for America. We're seeing these protests across the country. We're seeing the rhetoric from the protesters. We're seeing rhetoric from alleged leaders of this nation and different cities and state governments that are not turning down the heat. Quite the opposite. And it is this type of rhetoric, this type of hate that is being spewed that gives birth to tragedies like this. So what I would say is this: men and women of America, this is one nation under God. This is a nation that is made of laws. This is a nation of people that need to work together to solve our problems, and to cool down your rhetoric, learn to live with one another, and accept the differences that we have without resorting to this type of violence.
All right, we certainly appreciate Lieutenant Randy Sutton here on Live Now from Fox for helping us to break down the very latest. Again, as this manhunt, very active manhunt, as we just heard from those officials, it's still underway there in Minnesota. They're searching for this man that's on your screen. Take a look there, Vance Bolter. He's described as being a 6'1" tall man with 220 pounds, brown eyes. Be on the lookout. That is what those officials are saying. If you have any...
He worked for Tim Walz, Kamala Harris VP pick, and his name is Vance, like the last name of JD, Donald Trump's VP pick. Come on, you can't make this up. Come on, man. Really?
Information, please contact local authorities. Again, we appreciate Lieutenant Randy Sutton for being here with us. In the meantime, though, we do want to continue on with our coverage here on Live Now. With revolving the story, our partners there at Fox 9 in Minnesota have been doing a fantastic job staying on top of this story. They're also right now speaking with Amy Klobuchar. She's already put out this statement there.
Getting good. You know what I'm saying? Getting real good. And they interrupted with the damn commercial. Oh, it's over with? All right,
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Ned.
All right, now check this out. I'm about to get off here in a little while, but this is a sci-fi movie. It is a sci-fi movie, bro. That shit just like the Padilla. You didn't see earlier, Doc Buff, when I played it about the senator, that clip of Senator Padilla getting manhandled. That shit was fake as hell, boy. This is all staged. The Republican bro, what's her name? Christy Nome. She fake. She acting.
With some of our coverage,
they both acting.
Maggie, what's the
This at this point? If we you get man, a lot of people don't see through this shit though. You know what I'm saying? These people are full of it. All right, hold on. Oh yeah, farmers close down production. Let's play this. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Let me see.
With the tape. The alarm bells are ringing across America's heartland, but Washington isn't listening. What we're witnessing isn't just another agricultural downturn. It's the systematic
This guy, right? My bad. His voice. He sounds like he's shaking. It just sounds like his head is just shaking while he talks.
collapse of the most powerful food production system the world has ever known. From the cornfields of Iowa to the wheat plains of Kansas, from the soybean farms of Illinois to the cattle ranches of Texas, American farmers are making a decision that'll shake the global food supply to its core. They're shutting down. This isn't a strike. This isn't a protest. This is survival. And the consequences are already rippling through every grocery store, every restaurant, every dinner table in America and beyond. 3 weeks ago, what started as routine border inspections became the spark that ignited the powder keg decades in the making. At the Laredo and Nogales border crossings, over 140 John Deere tractors and harvesting machines sat baking under the scorching sun, not because of bureaucratic delays, but because of a calculated blockade targeting America's most iconic agricultural equipment manufacturer. While competitors like Case IH and Kubota sailed through with minimal delays, John Deere faced what Mexican customs officials euphemistically called enhanced agricultural equipment inspection protocols.
JP Morgan Chase invests in healthcare to help create healthier communities.
Make the green grass grow all around. But this was no routine check. This was surgical warfare, timed perfectly to disrupt Mexico's critical planting season just weeks away. For farmers who had prepaid for equipment, watching their machinery trapped mere meters away across an invisible line, this wasn't just an inconvenience, it was catastrophic. In Sinaloa, Eduardo Vasquez stared helplessly at 5,000 acres of unplanted land, his fully paid for $300,000 tractor unreachable across the border. Time was bleeding away, and with it, an entire season's livelihood. But this border blockade was just the match. The real explosives had been accumulating for years. John Deere's reputation didn't collapse overnight. It eroded with every breakdown, every locked diagnostic screen, every exorbitant repair bill that turned minor fixes into financial disasters. What farmers discovered wasn't just corporate greed, it was a meticulously designed system of control that treated America's food producers like cash machines. Proprietary software locked every system, from transmissions to GPS units, requiring authorized technicians for even the simplest of repairs. A $50 sensor malfunction could cost $500 just to unlock the diagnostic code. plus thousands more in travel fees and labor charges. In remote regions, delays stretched into weeks, turning minor equipment hiccups into devastating crop losses. Michael Peterson, a third-generation Kansas wheat grower, watched his loyalty to the green and yellow logo evaporate with a single $500 invoice to clear a 5-minute diagnostic code. My grandfather could fix anything with a wrench and some wire, Peterson said, staring at his disabled combine. Now I need permission from a corporation to replace a fuse. The impact was even more severe in rural Mexico, where over 300 farm failures in 5 years were directly linked to repair costs and equipment downtime. In one documented case, 120-mile tow and a locked software screen cost a farmer his entire season and his farm. Then came the bombshell that shattered any remaining trust. A leaked Dropbox link revealed 64 pages of internal John Deere documents titled Revenue Enhancement Through Service Exclusivity. The 2017 presentation slides outlined a deliberate strategy to monopolize repairs through software locks and proprietary tools. Former John Deere engineer Thomas Wilson, who confirmed the document's authenticity, made a damning admission, saying, "We didn't build for uptime, we built for margin." Simple failures, such as a $60 hydraulic sensor, were deliberately programmed to trigger system-wide shutdowns, necessitating costly dealer interventions. Internal emails discussed exploiting farmers during high-stress seasons, with one executive coldly noting, "If it fails in May, they'll pay by June." The document spread like wildfire through farming communities, revealing that farmers weren't seen as customers, they were targets of calculated exploitation. The Mexican blockade sent shockwaves through financial markets that few anticipated. On the day inspections began, John Deere stock opened flat but plummeted by midday, losing 27% of its market value by week's end, a $14 billion evaporation, marking the sharpest drop in the company's 185-year history.
Interesting. Interesting stuff, man. We're going to get on to some Zach Hubbard, you know what I'm saying? Most of all the foods and stuff is coming from the other countries. $7 trillion in debt. How does a country that's flat broke and $7 trillion in debt pay for a country's bills? That's crazy for them to get asses. Why do they think America should help everyone else in the world? Man, $7 trillion in debt. Man, I go to the grocery store, mostly all the foods and stuff I come from other countries. A little bit are coming from Jersey and upstate New York. Man, someone should start a company making a special tool, fixing the tractors. Man, you got a patent right there, the junior cold train, you know what I'm saying? You know, Democrats won't protest to help the farmers, but they will protest to help criminal illegals. Damn. Ooh, damn. Wow. See that, and we point out hypocrisy like that, and it's just like, and these motherfuckers still expect you to vote for them. Wow. Sick people, man. Sick. Maniacs, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me play this up. So we play this on BJ's channel. Let me play this on this channel. So this is why, you know what I'm saying? We got some Mexicans and Hispanics that we cool with and we got love for some, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. That's cool. That's straight. And I'm pretty sure they'd ride with us. But people like this, Hispanic, Mexican people like this, we don't mess with. Baby. No, we don't. And once we, certain ones we got love for, man, you know what I'm saying? Love is love, baby. Now check this out. Check this out. Let me play this. Bam. Exhibit A. This is why we don't got love for certain ones. That's why we ain't out there marching like that, baby.
And it can't be used against you if you decide to go to jury trial. You understand? And by that same token, if I don't follow your plea, then what can end up happening if you withdraw your plea, then the state can say, okay, we're going to have to go to jury trial. We're going to go to jury trial. And maybe they won't be going to jury trial on a Class A misdemeanor. They'll be going to trial on the injury to the elderly. Not maybe, that's what they'd have to do. You understand? All right. Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into this plea bargain agreement?
Look how she's looking at her.
All right. Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason you were to violate your conditions of probation, I could revoke you and sentence you up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Ms. Diano, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury. There's a $500 fine. The state is recommending deferred adjudication. And there's no contact with several people. And there's a Samantha with a question mark by it.
This lady hit an elderly person, yo. That's what she charged her. Watch. How you hit an elderly? See, that lets you, I don't care how drunk, high, you know what I'm saying? Maybe shrooms, I don't know, you know, whatever, you know, I don't know, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't care how, whatever, you know what I'm saying? How I'm not so supposedly in my right mind. I'm not going to hit an elderly person, bro. Like, yeah, that lady is a bully, man. Watch. Check this out. She looking at her like, like that. Oh, man. She low key, look, the judge low key is laughing. I'm not lying. Look at the look. The judge is low key laughing at her. Watch. She's like, she's smirking. Cause you know a bullshitter, you know, you do that job for so long, you know when people bullshit, you know when people are guilty, damn near, just by the, you know what I'm saying, it's the case and circumstance and even how they acting in the court. Watch this. I think the sound went out for a little while. I don't know why.
A lady actually has already assaulted me twice.
Damn, the
Do you understand that to be your plea bargain agreement?
Yeah, but that lady actually has already assaulted me twice at my.
All right, so here's the thing. The only thing I'm looking at today is once I've gone over the admonishments for you and what your rights are, then what will end up happening is the state will present evidence and then I'll make a decision on whether or not that evidence is sufficient to find you guilty. If I find that the evidence is not sufficient to find you guilty, then I'm going to find you not guilty and say that the state can prove its case. However, if there's something else going on between you and this other person, that is not before this court today. That's something else. So what I've just read to you, did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, sir.
State?
That is a plea.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Watch this, y'all.
As the largest health plan in Orange County, CalOptima Health is focused on lifting up everyone's health, smoothing the way beyond medical care alone. With access to mental health services,
the judge, low-key.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed.
If I was the judge, honestly, I would have locked the lady up, man. Dude, yeah, you know what? Give it a year. But she has to go through the procedure, then it's a procedure. They got to present the evidence, and you know, after that, then she can make her decision. Not now. So I'd have still found her guilty. I lock you up. You need to be in jail for a whole year. You over here saying racial, hitting old women or old men or whoever the hell she hit, or she said the lady hitting an old ass lady. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know who does that. You know what I'm saying?
Field are written pretrial motions that have been filed.
She hit me twice. Man, this lady is old, dude. It said elderly, bro.
Heard and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Crazy, man.
Counsel, there being such motions.
No.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 6 months. There be 30 hours of community service restitution, TAP evaluation, follow recommendation, sober meetings, random UAs, and anger management. Did you understand that those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offense of assault bodily injury as a class A misdemeanor, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? No contest. State any evidence.
The honor defense has no judge.
All right, and state, have you spoken with the complainant?
We have.
All right, thank you. State, you may be excused.
Yeah.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yeah.
In all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
I know the lawyer. Man, lawyer letting her get cooked. Lawyer is letting her get cooked, man. Watch. Oh, I thought he had a tablet. He got an actual clipboard. You notice she got a Mexican lawyer too, right? Y'all peep that? Is it just me or no? Y'all see that? The symbolism? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? She got it. She made sure she had a Mexican lawyer, right? Yeah, I don't think we understand, man. These people be on code, man. They be on code. These people do be on code. It's not even, they don't even gotta say it. They don't even gotta be they don't even gotta be worded. It's their actions, even their actions, they be on by their actions, they be on code.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We would like to.
All right, explain to me what's an in knocked? That's in the police report. The officer said suspect 1 stated that victim 1 had in knocked on her door.
And they knocked on their door trying to.
No, I'm asking.
Damn. Hold up. You see the lawyer now, the defense now, the lawyer want to try to get into it and try to help her, huh? You see that?
Constantly.
No. What is an in knock?
Nigger knocking.
Yeah, what is that?
Going and knocking on a door and running.
But why is it nigger knocking?
That's what.
Why isn't it Caucasian knocking? Why isn't no? Why isn't it Caucasian knocking? Why isn't Asian knocking? Why isn't some other knocking? Why is it called that?
No, that's just the way they say it.
No, that's the way you say it because that's what you said.
That's what that's basically, all right. I don't know what else to tell you.
No, I'm just trying to figure out why
It's
would
not
you
like
call
a
it
race.
that?
It wasn't to be racist. The kids just kept knocking and knocking on my door, constantly doing that to me. They live upstairs. I did not touch this kid, and I really don't even want to sit here and plead to say that I did.
Oh, you can go. We can have a jury trial.
She touched a kid, dude. She hit somebody's kid, bro. That judge ain't gonna play with her, man. I wouldn't play with her. You hit somebody's kid, bro. You lucky that it whooped, man. You lucky they didn't kill you, man. You hit somebody's kid. Man. You notice when they do something, it's not, when other groups do something, it's not, they don't, bro, when you do something, bro, it's World War III in this, bro. That motherfucker. Like, All right, let's go.
I don't want to do that because he says that's not the best thing to do.
No.
I just lost, look, I lost a child. My son was 19 years old, was murdered.
What does any of that got to do with anything? What does any of that got to do with anything? What does any of that got to do with anything?
Just 2 years ago, I'm under a lot of stress already, you know? So I'm just trying to get out of this and get it as easy as
Just what?
I'm just stressed out enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So do you want a jury trial?
No, I don't. I just want to get this over with, do the probation and whatever I have to do.
All right. So what was the race of
Just tell me, you asked me that question. If you knew the answer to the question.
What is the race of the complainant?
Hispanic.
Hispanic.
Everyone's Hispanic in the instance.
Mm-hmm. And what do you, if I knew the answer, I don't know why you would say that. That's why I'm trying to figure out why you're saying it, because in the police report, they say you were intoxicated. So I'm trying to figure out.
Intoxicated.
That's what it says in the police report. It says suspect stated V had knocked on her door and she came outside to see who knocked. And victim's family came down the stairs yelling at her, accused her of hitting the victim. Suspect kept saying she did not want to tell her side of the story and tried to walk away to go inside. I detained suspect to investigate further. And it says in here that there was signs of drinking.
I don't see a crime in drinking in your own home. I was in my own home.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because I have to set conditions for you. Is this an anger problem? Because they want you to get.
I'm sorry that you caught me off guard with the question that you asked me. I feel like you're kind of in a setup, I felt kind of set up with that question. I understand it's not a word to be used, and I understand that I used it in the wrong word, in a wrong way, and I apologize.
What do you mean use it in the wrong way? You shouldn't be saying it. How is there a right or wrong way to say that word, bro? What do you mean you use it in the wrong? These people are so stupid. There's people that think like that, period, are dumb as hell. Like, what? You think this, like, she think this judge is stupid, huh? Because she's black, huh? See, huh?
Thanks for that.
Receive up to $6,000
I know
annually.
the wrong way to use it.
National universities believe.
Man.
So I'm sorry.
There's more in here that you said. You're using profanity. I am trying to figure out, because it says suspect had a strong odor of intoxicants on her. I'm trying to figure out why the state is asking for anger management, because they're requesting that you do anger management. They're requesting that you have a TAP evaluation to see if you have a drug or alcohol problem. They're asking for sober support meetings. Sober support meetings are usually for people who have a drug or alcohol problem. I'm trying to figure out what's going on because you told me that the lady, Samantha, had, assaulted you or is still causing problems with you. So I'm trying to read the room and figure out what's going on, and I cannot.
This black lady, man, she professional, but she on her she really professional, man, really professional, but at the same time, she on her hood shit too at the same time. She said, I'm trying to read the room. She said that word, read the room. Them words. Damn, dude. She lighting her up. That's what she get. You lucky you didn't get beat up. She lucky she didn't get hurt by one of the family, somebody else really shot. Seriously. You lucky you just getting this. You don't hit nobody's kid, and it sound like you hit the lady, some old lady. It sound like you hit somebody's kid. You know what I'm saying? So you hit the elder, you hit the kid, you hit the babies, you hit the, you know what I'm saying?
Leaving this apartment. So I'm already have gone into a new place to live. I'm leaving on Sunday because the lady kicked my dog the other day and she got up in my face and stuck her finger in my face and started yelling at me. No, I don't have a drinking problem. Yes, I lost my child on February 5th, 2023. He was murdered by a best friend in a gas station in Austin, Texas. And I lost my fiance 11.
And she's not even from California. She's from Texas. And they racist. I'm telling you, it don't matter where it's at. They still think like that about us, man. I'm telling you. You talking about you talking shit to another Hispanic person. You still use the word. Like, damn. Wow. Okay.
11 days before
You
that,
even called
had a
them
heart
the
attack
N-word.
inside my home.
Used it like on some.
I've been under a lot of stress and
Like on
frustration.
some racist. Oh, like nigger knocker. Like it's just black people not like do that. Like that's some. I hate that kind of shit.
These people don't leave me alone from upstairs. It's a constant fight with this lady. So I'm moving myself away from that environment. I've already lost my job because of her. That I had a job with for 6 years, working from home. And I politely went upstairs and told her, look, you know, like I work from home. All they do is they run like a herd of elephants upstairs and basically just annoying people.
Why didn't you go to the manager?
And that's it. The kid just keeps knocking on my door. They would steal my decorations from my home.
Why didn't you go to the manager? No accountability, huh? Women, period. Like, you know what I mean? That just be like, period. They, you know, oh, it's a woman judge, okay. You know she black, but still, let me try to, you know, I'm gonna insult her intelligence and be rude to her, talking about you set me up. You set yourself up, bro, and then you said something stupid like, oh, I used that word in the wrong way. These people do not like us, man. They really lack intelligence too.
Already complained
On
complained. So now I'm taking myself out of the environment and just going somewhere else.
Wait up.
Stay.
Yo, what do you say? Dogs get hurt, kids get hurt, old people get hurt around her. She's horrific, man. Everybody getting hurt, bro. What is the streets of rage and shit?
You're requesting anger management in sober meetings? All right, and why are you requesting that?
Seems like that would be beneficial for the.
She's sipping on. See, this lady's clowning, dude.
We're in agreement with the state. We would have to probate the fine, Your Honor, as you heard. The defendant has lost her job. She's having to have moving expenses. She's indigent and court appointed, Your Honors. At this time, we would ask to follow the plea and to waive the fine.
So you're fine with anger management in sober meetings?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Man, I would give her a man, dude. I'd be like, you know what? Nah, you're gonna have to do that year in jail. That's what you have to do. You hitting people kids, you hitting people grannies, and you're gonna have to do your year in jail.
There's going to be a $500 fine probated, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's going to be 1 year deferred adjudication, 80 hours of community service restitution. I think she needs anger management. I'm going to order anger management. Once she's completed that, then 40 of the hours will be deemed satisfied. And then I'm going to order
a year in jail, though, man.
60 sober meetings in 60 days. TAP evaluation that can be out of custody. Follow recommendations.
Man.
There's going to be field visits 1 time per month for 6 months.
Damn.
Regular reporting by Zoom or in person.
Whoa.
Regular random UAs.
Whoa.
There's to be no contact with the following persons.
Damn.
Danny Ibarra, Samantha Coronado, and Brenda Espinoza. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
No, damn.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, and Ms. Abrams, see if maybe a referral to Center for Healthcare Services maybe they can help her with any type of trauma. All right. All right. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more crazy court hearings like this one.
She ran her down, but I would have did the year in jail though. You want to say, you know what I'm saying? You want to say, you know, be racist towards black people when you're not even referring using it on somebody. These people crazy, man. All right, so I'm about to get off here. I'm gonna play something else real quick, man, before I get off here, man. Yeah, that was wild, man. That was wild. So the cop ran over somebody, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? The cop, man, old Granny's getting hurt, man. And she get to go home. I know all these people getting hurt, man. She hitting people's, you know what I'm saying? Abuela, or how you say it? She, you know, she hitting people, damn kids, you know what I'm saying? All right, so check this out, man. This is crazy. So they tackled, you know, get this dude, they submit him, put him in handcuffs. Why? And in the car, this dude, I guess, doesn't put the car in park or some crazy shit, and the car runs over the suspect. Look, check this out. Even this dude gets, I mean, indisputable Dr. Rashad or whatever. I don't mess with this dude. He's too biased. You know what I'm saying? I like his commentary on the calling the black cop the N-word, but other than that, I don't really mess with this guy like that. But let's go. You know what I'm saying? I want to play this though, because I didn't really see a lot of people report on this, so let's go.
Stop! Stop, police! Get on the ground right now. Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put the hands. Go over your stomach.
Nobody's in it. Nobody's in it.
Get on the ground right now. Get on the ground. Put your hands behind your back.
Why he push? This guy's getting on the ground. You push him down. You push him down. Man, these people. When it's black people, boy, they get boy. And this is supposed to be Tulsa, Oklahoma. Oh, home of Greenwood. Wow, the same racist ass place where they burn Black Wall Street. Let's.
Put your hands behind your back. Put the hands. Go over your stomach.
Nobody's in it. Nobody's in it. Nobody's in it.
No, on scene. Once the police cruiser on scene wasn't set in park as a result of unattended police cruiser with the then run over Camonte Hampton. Damn, dumb motherfucker.
Johnny, move.
These motherfuckers still handcuff them anyway. Don't call the ambulance. Don't get don't call for no kind of medical support.
Is he under it?
I've never seen that. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
Y'all just ran me over, bro. Y'all just ran me over, bro.
Mom, 5 minutes. Sympathy and empathy. Oh, sorry, man. Are you okay? You know, don't worry. The ambulance is coming. You know, we'll make sure you go to the hospital. You know, we'll make sure you go to the hospital. We're sorry about that. You know, none of that. They didn't say shit. These motherfuckers hate, man. Boy, Democrats and the Republicans both kiss their ass. So, you know, good luck with any of these motherfuckers have any kind of reform on these motherfuckers. So that's how that works. You know
They ran the man over. A cop car runs him over. They still proceed to handcuff him, arrest him. What is the underlying reason? It must be something quite massive. Put it full mask. Police cruiser decided to run over this man. This was during his arrest for jaywalking. He was arrested for jaywalking. Camonte Hampton was ran over by an unattended police cruiser. An incident involving police officers in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and a black alleged jaywalker resulted in the civilian being injured by the police cruiser that one officer apparently failed to put in park before exiting. Also, it arguably looks like it could be a case of racial profiling gone wrong. You see, body cam footage obtained by KJRH News shows the moment one of the officers rode up on Mr. Hampton in a Quick Trip parking lot on April 15th.
For jaywalking. So I don't subscribe to these people, man. These people hate you, man. Realize it. And let's come together. Let's say fuck Democrat, Republican. Let's say the whole with all this shit, this whole system, and create our own, man. Let's stop falling for the psyops, the political psyops, and the games and the theater, and the shit that shapes your public opinion about which candidate or which side. It's all BS, man. These people, the Democrats and the Republicans, are both cool with these motherfuckers going upside your head. How you expect them to present any kind of policy for you when they're okay with police sanctioned murder, man?
Officers pinned Hampton to the ground when the cruiser rose backward over the suspect. Police Captain Richard Mullenberg told KWGS Local that an officer attempted to stop Hampton for failing to use a crosswalk when crossing the street. Mullenberg identified the cop as Officer Caleb Strobel, who he said tried to get Hampton to come over to his vehicle. But Hampton walked, not ran, just walked away. No, sir, he was just continuing walking. That's all he did. Okay? Prompting him to chase the jaywalking. So what the hell are y'all doing, man? The jaywalking suspect in and out of a whole.
This dude look like he could be Hawaiian or something, or Latino his damn self. They don't. Hey, I'm telling you, bro, you ain't gonna get no sympathy and empathy from these people, man. Oh, they're a minority. That's a psyop too. Minority, majority. That's all bullshit.
Hotel in the area and around the Quick Trip. Mullenberg didn't identify the officer whose cruiser ran over Hampton. Another officer is responding to the scene, pulls up there to assist. He believes he parks his car, puts his car in park, and while he was back assisting, his car was actually not in park. It was in reverse. So it actually backs into the officer and the suspect. But see, Mullenberg also noted that Mr. Hampton was taken to the hospital, treated for his injuries, and that a panel within the police department will determine this month if the unnamed officers' actions should be internally reviewed. Sir, it should be internally reviewed while your cops are chasing and so damn gun-ho to get involved in a jaywalking incident. Let me tell you something, man. I'm perplexed by this. What is the excitement about a jaywalker? Oh, black male with dreads. Got it? Now that's something, isn't it? Black man with dreads. The rest of it can be whatever. You just need some pretext to create the context for the arrest. The chief, Mullenberg, also offered another interesting tidbit, not an apology. Tidbit of information here that might shed a little light on why the jaywalking incident resulted in such an aggressive police response in the first place. Per KWGS, Mullenberg said Hampton's initial police stop stemmed from increased calls for more policing in the area after an uptick of violent and drug-related crimes. This included jaywalking enforcement. And he said, so the chief said, the police typically issue a citation to jaywalkers at most, unless they have outstanding warrants. Hampton wasn't using the crosswalk, so he was jaywalking. So we have probable cause to stop and talk to that person, he said. Yeah, it's called pretext once again. That's correct. He's citing the law. But people are saying that it's drugs and crime in the area. And we have a problem with jaywalkers. That doesn't even make sense, sir. You're saying this is the complaint? I guarantee you folks that are complaining about hardcore drugs and hardcore violence, they're not complaining about a city ordinance of jaywalkers.
I'm telling you, man. This is a police state, baby. It's been a police state. That's why they show these so-called riots too. That's another reason why they showing those. Showing you it's a police state. Showing you, you know what I'm saying? Remember, a lot of times ICE and the police can't even, what's the name? Entities like that can't even come together. Remember that. Especially in sanctuary cities. So what are they telling you? What are they telling us? So let's get into the sheriff, man, threatening people in Florida, man, real quick. I'm about to get off here. I've been on here for a minute. I'm about to get off here. The last video I'm gonna play. I might go on live later, man. Well, if not tomorrow, like in the morning, man. Hold up. What am I doing? All right. Look at this funny looking ostrich looking motherfucker, man. Emu looking fool.
Ominous warning to people who plan to participate in ICE protests this weekend. CBS News affiliate WKMG is covering this story for us.
Notice how they showing that old footage?
We're going to talk about a new program that we're executing to protect ICE agents. Around the country, especially in California, you're seeing a new effort where leftist groups are attacking ICE agents.
Leftist groups. See, that's part of the psyop right there. They gotta happen to be leftist groups, huh? Right, left. Then we fall for the psyop, man.
Peaceful protests are part of our democracy.
None of these motherfucking left or right groups, none of them are about. None of these motherfuckers are actually about change, man.
We invite people to share their opinions. That's what our country is all about. If you let it turn violent, whoo, you do not want to do that in Brevard County. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at, because we will kill you graveyard.
Man, I love how you could just say that you'll kill citizens live on camera like that. I love it. That's a violation. You can't do that. Come on, bro. Really? So you saying that you could kill constituents? You're saying that you'll kill people of your county? Damn. But at the same time, these protests, it's all agitated. It's all staged. These dudes be throwing shit at the ICE. It's just all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to get off here, man, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Junior Coltrane, man, good looking out for coming on. So check this out. Shoot, I might do a show. I might do a live later, man. Shoot, 6 something out my time. I might get on back on like at 8 or something. You know what I'm saying? We'll see, man. If not, like tomorrow or something, you know, for sure tomorrow. I'm trying to debate if it's gonna be in the afternoon or the morning. All right, so I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Salute. Like, comment, subscribe, share, man. Share this out to y'all social media, man. Share this out to anybody. You know, that's a free thinking, critical thinking, like-minded person like y'all. All right. So, man, until then, man, I'm gonna definitely holler at y'all. All right. Salute. Peace, man.